can buy her. You can buy her. This one's here. This one's here. This one's here. And this one's here. Everything's for sale. For sale? Dumb cunts. Same dumb questions. Oh, virgins? Listen, all virgins are liars, honey. And I don't know what I'm scared of or what I even enjoy. Darling, get money, but nothing turns out like you want it. And in these plague streets of pity, you can buy anything. For 200, anyone can conceive a god on video. He's a boy, you want a girl, so tear off his cock, tie his hair in bunches, fuck him, call him Rita if you want. I eat and I dress and I wash and I still can say thank you. Puking, shaking, sinking, I still stand for all ladies. Can't shout, can't scream, hurt myself to get paid out. I teach them 24/7, all year long. Purgatory circle, drowning here. Someone will always say yes. Funny place for the social, for the insects to start caring. Just an ambulance at the bottom of a cliff. And in these plague streets of pity, you can buy anything for 200. Anyone can conceive a god on video. He's a boy, you want a girl, so tear off his cock, tie his hair in bunches, fuck him, call him Rita if you want. If you want. I eat and I dress and I wash and I can still say thank you. Puking, shaking, sinking, I still stand for old ladies. Can't shout, can't scream, I hurt myself to get paid out. Power produces desire, the weak have none. There's no lust in this coma, even for a 50. Solitude, solitude, the 11th commandment. The only certain thing that is left about me. There's no part of my body that has not been used. Pity or pain, show displeasure, shame. Everyone I've loved or hated always seems to leave. And in these plague streets of pity, you can buy anything. For 200, anyone can conceive a god on video. He's a boy, you want a girl, so tear off his cock, tie his hair in bunches, fuck him, call him Rita if you want. If you want. If you want.
Okay, hello everybody. How are we doing today?
Hi.
We've got a pretty fun episode planned for today. The stuff that we normally do, and you know, Lefty's losing it, some memes and some Tony. But we'll also be talking about the absolutely based shit that John Cleese keeps saying on X the last couple of weeks, which is, you know, he was something of a childhood hero of mine, so that's something quite nice to think about. I will start with, I'll start with guests and ladies first, and then co-hosts and ladies first, and then go to our special guest for the evening. So, Jen, you are up first. How are you doing?
I'm well. I'm kind of still stuck on something that Lilith said, so I'm going to respond to that really quick. So it's because it's not really important to the rest of the stream.
Okay.
My grandmother actually said that the reason that Arnie has that accent is probably because of the way he learned English. Because she's from a border town in Austria. She does have a different accent, but because of the way she learned English over here, when she went back home, they would make fun of her because she actually had a weird accent because of it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Okay, I will when it's my turn answer that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing on either part. It's just, like, he does have a different accent. You're not wrong. Like, you're going to have regional accents and stuff. If you didn't go to class to learn English, like, my grandmother learned through, like, soap operas and then crosswords. Because she figured, like, you need to know how to speak it properly, and then you know how to spell it with the crossword.
Yeah. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Right. So now we will move on to
Me, hello.
how's it going, man?
That was a weird noise that I made there. Hi, how you doing? Yes, my name's R2. I used to sing. I used to write and perform comedy songs based on minor Scottish television celebrities from the 80s and 90s. So if you've never heard of me, that's probably why. Um, and if I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons, my character class would probably be Haggis Knight. Because in my in my part of the world, every night is Haggis Night. So nice to be here. Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
To be fair, I do actually like haggis.
Yeah, no, great.
What did I
Great.
say?
Haggis is very nice. I recommend everyone try it.
Yeah. I think it's Lida's turn now, and she's probably going to say something about haggis.
Yeah, you need to fear the haggis first of all. Secondly of all, I'm very sad, but that doesn't matter. I need to respond to what Chen Maxi said, and that is very important. Um, Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds weird to other people because here's the funny thing about Germans, especially Austrians, German language in general, there will be accents, meaning he is in the Steiermark, like he has a regional accent, and that's why his English sounds so weird. I'm from Vienna, I don't sound that weird. You hear that it is not clean English, but it's not Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No. I'm
But
saying
he's
that
from the
when he's speaking the German back, the English that he has learned, it has now affected his German accent.
No, no, you don't understand. He sounds weird to me. When he
I
speaks
know.
German, he sounds weird to me. And that translates into his English too. His accent is very different than mine or other countries. Because here's the funny thing, Austria is
Well,
very small.
accents are like that. I mean, like
Yeah, that's true.
myself, R2, and Jen are all natural English speakers, and we sound completely different.
Well,
Yeah, of course, of course.
I'm also going with my grandmother for a reason, because if you also think of the age of Arnie and the age of my grandmother, well, she came over to Canada after World War II, so I think she was I think she said she was like 13, 14 when she did that. So,
Wait,
like
she's
you're
not that old
speaking.
then.
A lot of people were fleeing for different reasons. She
No,
was
no,
she was
no,
running
no. I
away from the
said she's
Russian.
not that old then.
No, she was young.
Mm.
But like when she moved over here, like you're learning. You're also learning that the language is different.
Oh,
You're a bit
Jen,
underwater.
Today,
you've gone underwater there.
sorry, like even
Oh,
the
you're back
English,
now.
like even the English that we're speaking today is different from what it sounded like in like 1945.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
So
course, of
German.
course.
there
It's,
is.
it's the progression of language. Everyone knows that. I was thinking where we were talking about accents and why Arnold Schwarzenegger sounds the way he does
Oh, I think
is
he's got a
because he
packing of
is.
different accents. Like,
Yeah, I mean, with
Well,
time, of course.
talking about unique
Whatever.
accents to speak English, it's time to move over to Sardoc.
Yeah, please. The
Hello,
honey voice.
hello. Hello. I'm fine, happy. How's everyone doing?
Yeah,
Right.
good.
Short and sweet.
I'm
Always.
sad, like S for Psyduck. That's the
Yeah, I've
day.
I've 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 had cat drama today myself. My
It's
cat
fine.
Yeah,
was My cat was sick, I was sick, and my housemate was sick, and we didn't eat any of the same things.
All
But
the S's.
everybody's
There
okay
will
now.
be
So
quarter fucking wait, octuple fucking S. It will be all over the place.
okay,
Well, my my
now
cat
it is.
my cat drama is resolved, so all
Oh,
is good.
Yeah, mine too.
nice.
Good, good, good. Okay, so now it's time to move to our special guest for the evening, Mr. Daramouthe. How the devil are you, sir?
Doing well, and I thank you for, of course, having me on. Glad to be here. But yeah, it's still for those. It's still daylight for where I'm at, so that's why it's so bright in my room. But beyond that, it's been a pretty good day.
Cool, cool, cool. Obviously, your show was actually the first show that I was ever invited on.
Oh,
It
I thought
wasn't
it
the
was. I
first
thought
show
you
I
were.
went on because it took us ages to organise it, but you were the first person to invite me.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on Tommy's before mine.
I was on Tommy's before yours, but you
Yeah.
invited me before. It,
Oh,
it,
okay.
it just took us a while to get it sorted out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was
Yeah,
right.
I think I was actually on 3 shows before I went on yours, but you were the first person to actually invite me.
That's interesting. I thought Tommy would have invited you because it's going out there asking people. So, but I'm just going based
Oh,
upon that.
there will be Road Allure. I even didn't know that. That was very
Yeah.
nice of you to do so. I like that.
Yeah, I invite all sorts of people on. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's kind of nice today to have that gone full circle and to have you on my show.
Yep. Yep. I have noticed the irony, and I'm not gonna be like Queen Victoria and say I'm not amused, but I'm a little amused. That's right.
All right,
Uh,
so now everybody's all here and happily introduced, I suppose. Unless anyone's got any burning issues that they want to dig up, we should go straight into some content.
Isn't this content already?
Everything is content. This
Yeah,
is 2026.
That is true. I'm pretty sure there are people out there right now digging up graves and making content of that. So that is true.
Ooh, do you know what they probably are?
Yeah.
Oh, that's really worrying. That's really
Listen.
worrying. We will be getting Saint Hugo a little bit later, but he's busy at the moment. Okay, so first order of business I wanted to talk about is if we can have a little look here. John Cleese,
what?
the legendary comedy actor, has been really, really going off on one on X in the best way possible. So let's have a little look at that. He's been now he's got a load of retweets, so I can't find it. There we go.
I'm picturing like a bunch of Third Rock from the Sun.
No,
That
John-
was
John
nasty.
Cleese is good.
Jen, you're nasty. How much did he fucking Palpatine fucking Piker? Seriously? Again? Why did you bring that to my fucking inner
I didn't
mind?
say anything about him.
No,
It's
no,
all good.
no.
It's all good. Okay, so John said 3 hours ago, the French colonized us for 3 centuries. That's got to be worth a few baguettes. In response to
No, not the French. They eat the froggies. They can fuck off.
right, so Lenny Henry said all black British people should be paid slavery reparations. So this guy Ben said rubbish. Then all British people are owed reparations from Italy for the Roman Empire. And John Cleese is replying, and from the French, they colonized us for 3 centuries. And I just love the way he's just like, that's got to be worth a few baguettes. Like, you know, pay us reparations in bread. Like, yeah, man. Yeah.
Them stupid
If I
baguettes
can
get
just
hard
past
as
the
fuck
repost
in
to
one
his
day.
original tweets. Right, and also it says this is vitally important. The Americans are being played. British historian Sir Anthony Beaver. Beaver. Hi, Jen. tells Sky News, he says Putin is manipulating the White House and views Trump as a useful idiot advancing Moscow's goals, especially for Ukraine. Which, that's probably a little bit deeper than anything that we want to get into. I swear he said some really fucking funny shit earlier. There we go. There we go. David Lammy, a British Labour Party politician. I think he's actually the step prime minister at the moment, the deputy prime minister at the moment.
Prime Minister, that's right.
Has recently criticised J.K. Rowling over her comments about the ability of only women to get pregnant and give birth. Lammy strongly disagrees with Rowling's statement, asserting that her views were completely wrong. So John is saying, could someone arrange for Lammy to have a chat with a biology professor?
Oh my god, that's
do
awful.
you remember from The Life of Brian? There's this scene where this guy wants to be called Loretta.
Oh, you're damn right I do.
Right.
Burned
The
into
worst,
my memory, yes.
the worst thing about Monty Python is we're living it now.
We are.
Yeah, I know.
Also,
I
you
think
ever-
that's why he's speaking up so much,
Oh,
because
come on.
like this was parody back in his day. It was a joke, and now it's actually happening. Like people are
Yeah, we're
actually
living in
saying
town
this
what
shit.
everyone knows
Like,
it. But
does-
the only
does-
thing that I
does-
want to fucking make an issue at fucking J.K. Rowling is she signed off on a black Snape. She can fuck off.
Oh, I've got a
J-
few things to say about her, but I'm not gonna say them in public right now.
Or you can say them in a minute, but I think Jen had something to say.
Well, I was gonna say we were joking about Arnie earlier, but I hope they realized that he didn't really have babies in that movie. Like that was the joke. They couldn't have babies.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yes, why do you want to be Loretta, Stan? Because I want to have babies. You can't have babies. Where are you going to gestate the fetus in a box?
Oh no! Don't say that. That shit's fucking ill. Oh my God.
He starts crying. He says, "Well, okay, I want the right to have babies." Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Yes,
That
a lot
is
of British
fucked up.
people have Monty Python burned into their brains in some way.
Yep.
Yeah, not only British people.
Well, it's actually kind of funny. Hitalia portrays countries as characters. The joke with Ukraine is that she has large tracts of land.
One day, lad, all this will be yours. What, the curtains? Sorry. Hey, no, carry on. I will quote Monty Python all day.
You can quote Monty
Yes,
Python
you
all day
should.
if you want. It's not going to annoy
Humor
me.
is awesome.
Yeah.
Dara, what do you reckon, man?
For the J.K. Rowling thing, listen, she has the money to say it, and that's the issue. Is that it's taking someone with a few money to say it, and pretty much everyone else is sort of just like, not really, or they can't. Otherwise, they get jailed at this point.
Yeah, exactly. This is this is why I have a VPN now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to have one.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But at the end of it all, I mean, is anything really going to change, or is it just going to be the same back and forth it continues to be? And I'm just like, meh. Yeah, we can deal on that another time. But I mean, freedom of speech is not a thing very much in the UK, so it's like
It
arguing.
is very,
Oh,
very,
no, no.
very worrying at the moment.
No, you don't understand. The official position is there is free speech in the UK and they'll arrest anybody that says there isn't.
Yeah, indeed.
Oh my God, that was good. That was
Talking of speech, let's have a look at what we've got in chat.
oh my
we-
God.
We've got a
We
lot
do
of
have. My mouth was moving too fast.
I'm
We
sorry.
do have a noise pollution. Two opposing things can be true on a quantum level. I suppose. I'm not really clever enough to understand that, to be perfectly honest. I'm sure you're right.
Mm.
We we
The
have a
food
legend
alert.
saying, Sartok, I thought we were living out idiocracy. Yes, we are. Although that's addressed to you, man, so answer.
Oh, I already did in chat.
Oh, okay.
We're
Cool.
living this and Monty Python. Also, we've got Valkyria now, so we're also living Futa.
We
Yeah.
have,
You
we
know,
do indeed have a Valkyria. There will always
so
be free speech of Fusa. Okay,
wouldn't
okay.
wouldn't wouldn't Fuda in that be the guys playing the horses? You know, they had the coconuts.
Oh
Yeah.
no, you're dead wrong. But whatever.
Kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding.
Okay. I don't like you didn't get the joke. Whatever.
So
Oh,
somebody's got to love the pink coconuts. All
I
right.
know they did that for budget. It was just a clever way of covering budget. But you know, grown men pretending to be horses by clopping
And
coconuts
now,
together.
grown men pretend to be dogs.
uh,
Right?
what's wrong with
Yeah.
humans? Seriously.
Okay, we do have another one. He's reacting to correct me for this, but when Life of Brian came out, Christians didn't go off their rockers and call John Cleese a Christianophobe. He says, I agree with this completely. It's no surprise that one of the world's shortest books is The Correct Sense of Humor.
Yep.
I mean, that's quite that's quite a heavy one, but it's
Yeah.
still quite amusing and still quite true. I mean,
Mm.
is he wrong?
No.
I am just trying to work all of my clips into conversation because
we kind of figured.
I spent
we
ages
know.
making
Yes.
certain clips. Didn't somebody mention Keir Starmer earlier?
I mentioned to you earlier that I was watching Leon
I
because
know.
he was trash talking Starmer.
Oh, I know what's coming. Is it another clip?
Of course it is. Of
We know
course
what
it
is
is.
coming.
You know me too well.
Bring.
You can't buy me a beer unless you agree Keir Starmer is a twat.
And
He is a-
now we've had Amelia
he
on,
is a
and we can
twat.
actually justify having her in the thumbnail.
Rona, what was the name that Will draw the checkbox? It was Twink something Hammer or something instead of
Twinkle.
yeah, and he would draw it very well too. That was actually really funny.
Twink
I
Harmer.
left my ass home.
Twink Harmer. Oh, I believe that.
Yeah, that's an Will of the Fans OG drawing in the game of checkbox. Yeah,
I-
he did
I
very
must-
well. That one
Harvard
made me
makes
laugh.
sense.
I must have missed that, but judging by the fact that five twinks have tried to burn his shit, you know,
I can't possibly comment as someone in the UK. They will send the boys round.
yeah. I mean, they're 19 now, but fuck knows how old they were at the time.
Oh,
Well-
no, not that again.
Canada isn't far off. I was reading an article last week about somebody saying something bad about Carney, and it was in Toronto, and I still don't know what the fuck she said, but like we say a lot of stuff about Carney. Like I make jokes all the time about how he's the sick love child of Macron and Starmer. You know?
Probably.
Yeah, that's so great. Actually, I can believe that.
Okay,
So-
this one is only a repost, but it's from Free Speech Union that he's reposted. And we've got a lovely picture of our absolute twat of a Prime Minister down here.
But the
And
drink
the
bomber?
tweet is the moment you finally realize you're leading the most authoritarian government in our country's history. Introducing an official definition of anti Muslim hostility that silences legitimate criticism of religion 18 years after Parliament abolished such laws. Removing the right of most defendants to have a jury trial. This is disgusting, by the way, in the
Yeah.
biggest assault on English liberty in over 800 years, requiring pub landlords to monitor customers' private conversations to protect staff from remarks, comments, or jokes they may find offensive. Fuck off. And clamping down on lawful social media posts, arresting an Irish comedian. That was of course the writer of Father Ted, Graham
Yeah,
Lennon.
Graham Linehan, yes.
Linehan, that's it. Yeah,
Yes.
I
Everyone
can write
pronounces
his name, but I
his
have
name.
trouble saying it.
Everyone pronounces his name
So
slightly
for
different.
Jen's critical tweets and even threatening to ban access to X in the UK, it's not a great look, is it, Prime Minister?
Prime Minister, I think
And
you should stop hiding criminals. I think
yeah,
everybody's got their eyes on you. You need to stop doing that because nobody's more anti-Muslim than somebody who hides criminals.
This shit is fucking decades old. They do this for like
well,
forever.
he hides a criminal every time
I
he
know
goes
your
to the
feelings
toilet
on
and
this
shuts the
one,
door
Lilith,
behind him.
and don't get me wrong, I have my own too, because there's a lot of them that are just willing to hide criminals, but when they can't even admit to the criminal ones, that's
Yeah,
where
You
they
think
stand, you know?
that this issue is only in Europe? The Americans have the same thing too. It's all over the place, and people think that is something new. This shit is happening for like decades. Just now, it is so public that everyone sees it. That's all about it.
indeed,
So
indeed.
the stupid hand gesture, man. Yeah, we know you're blind to the fucking criminals. We're done with it. We're done with it. Fuck you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, we've got one that
Don't
I'm
put Rhoda in jail
sorry,
for that.
I'm sorry. I know this is really going to trigger Lilith, but we have to cover it.
It's fun. It's fun.
So
You take deep breaths and count to 10.
primary school forced children to do Islamic prayers in the UK. The school is being protected for fear of backlash and can't be named, but it's based in Lincolnshire. And our boy John says, by what means are British children being submitted to this extraordinarily aggressive belief system? Who takes responsibility for this?
Yeah.
So this is probably the heaviest thing we're going to have to cover today, so let's just get through it as best we can.
I mean, we all knew that John Cleese was at least a little bit based because it was John Cleese a few years ago that was saying that. Well, he got people trying to cancel him because he said that London didn't feel like an English city anymore, and everybody.
I've been there this year. It doesn't.
Oh, but yeah, he's absolutely not wrong. But and people will try to cancel you for even suggesting that. England isn't England anymore. So, like I said, we all knew that John Cleese was slightly based, although he's no fan of Donald Trump.
No, he doesn't like
the other
Trump.
part. That's the other part
He
of it.
doesn't like
So,
Trump. I do, but he doesn't.
yeah.
But he's at least he's speaking out about the shit that's happening in his own country.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well-
and I think for someone who was like a childhood hero for I would dare say probably most of us, to have him come out and defend his country like this, I think is a really, really encouraging sign.
It's only encouraging when something's done about it, not said about it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Because that's the issue with even with America is a lot is said, but not a lot is done. And if nothing's done, then it's really just watching a bunch of people draw on a chalkboard and say, "Here's a word, don't say this word," and then everyone speaks up but does nothing to stop it.
It's one of the things they did at the convoy event is they really did shut down a lot of free conversation. It really did do a lot of damage to us knowing that they could just shut down our bank accounts just for speaking up. or
Yeah.
even just having our own protest, which our protest in comparison to every single protest was the most peaceful one. And I'm just letting y'all know that there were enough people with cameras on the streets to tell you, yes, you could actually drive through. They did have a path for people if they needed an ambulance to go through the streets. They made sure that that was available. Everything blocked was blocked by the cops.
Whereas here, the protesters have been burning ambulances.
Oh, gluing their fucking asses to the street and blocking them, and so a patient would die in the ambulance. Why not? I mean, it's for I don't know what.
A lot of that protest was symbolic rudeness. Like there were times where people would so one of the ones that probably broke Trudeau was knowing that there was 4 men who put a hot tub inflatable in front of the parliament and then skinny dipped overnight.
That's real.
You know, you would see stories like that. Like, you know, we would have hockey events, you know, where rotationally we would have hockey games with the cops.
We
And-
have Miss Sparkles here, and apparently she likes your new PFP, Jan.
We had so many people at that event, people of color. A lot of the truckers are actually Sikhs, because a lot of our truckers up here happen to be Sikhs. Oh, surprise, surprise! Who else has Sikh drivers? But we were fighting on behalf of the last 10% of the convoy people who couldn't take the vax. A lot of them were in the position of, a lot of the Sikhs were asking for religious immunity, which we used to grant that. And then a lot of people were asking for immunity because they were in the risk zone. Like, if I take that shit, it's going to give me a heart attack. Please don't give that to me. I'm on medication where it would cause me physical problems. And somehow they twisted that to 90% of Canadians have the vax. Well, actually, 85% of us have the vax. But that was still enough for us to be like, so shouldn't that be enough for you to fuck off a little bit? We've done what you've asked. And you're doubling down, and now you're treating us like animals. And that's what the protest was about. And no, they didn't think that Trudeau was actually going to talk to them, but at least send out, like, someone to speak for you so that we're having a conversation or a dialogue. And he promised them that before they went. And what they got was they got shipped in cops from other provinces. They got a bunch of Quebec cops. And actually, they think that they got a bunch of European cops, because the way that they were treating people on the streets was like, people were more defending each other than necessarily, like, yeah, you should back off when the cops are telling you to go. Yeah, you should just go home. Like, people were telling each other that kind of stuff. But some people were limited in their mobility. Some people couldn't just move. Some people were street people living there.
Didn't they declare, like, there was some sort of emergency act that they declared?
Yep.
And then, like, recently
and
they
then-
tried to say that it was unlawful for them to use that emergency.
Yes, it was unlawful. It was
Yeah.
unlawful them to use. It was unlawful for them to shut down our bank accounts. The way that they've continued to pursue anyone that they considered to be a leader, which, in all honesty, when you look into the event, there were no real leaders. There was just some people who were trying to take care of people, and somehow they got clumped into, well, they must be in charge, you know?
Right.
But, like, there was so many things going on all over the place. Like, it wasn't just limited to Ontario. Like, we had events in Alberta. We had some stuff in the Maritimes. There was actually some stuff at the border, which is actually what spooked them,
Yeah,
was
remember
how far wide we were. And it was way more peaceful than they make it out to be. Like, there was actually a time limit for the truckers to stop beeping horns. You know, most of the time that they were beeping horns, it was actually for the kids, because it was a lot of families going to this event. They turned it into a winter festival.
that? Yeah, they had bouncy castles.
Fancy castles. They were handing out Ukrainian donuts.
Ukrainian.
Ukrainian donuts. There was like a bakery that's set up that was all like, you know, we're from Ukraine. We understand why communism is bad. Blah blah blah. And they got in so much shit because of that. Lord forbid you be
Okay,
anti-communist.
bring us slightly back onto topic. We've got another one,
Sorry.
which is oh no, that's good. That's good, and we can explore more stuff later. I'm just mindful that that Dara's only got 2 hours, which is now an hour and a half. So I want to get through as much as the program as possible. We can chat for hours afterwards. But yeah, this is the same subject, but a more recent post. Church of England primary school pupils coerced into Islamic prayers. A Christian father complained that his 7-year-old daughter and classmates, none of whom were Muslim, were told to kneel, bow their heads, and enact the full physical movements of Muslim prayer. We're talking about 7-year-olds, but no Christian of any age should be forced to pray in this way against their will. This is absolutely warped and infuriating. Necessary action must be
Can I
taken, and
talk?
any other such instances outlawed. And before you start, Lilith, what we're covering is John Cleese's response to this, which is this is wrong and should not be happening unless all other religions are being explored in the same way, which is something I completely agree with. If you're going to do that for one religion, you need to do that for all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I speak finally?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the funny thing. Australia is a Catholic Christian country. We are not forced to pray to it. They actually did remove the cross from the classroom. My take on this is the opposite. None of religions should be practiced in school or be forced upon people. If you choose to be spiritual, if you choose a religion, that's fine, but don't make it public and don't push it on the public or other people. What's hard about that?
No, I can see your point, but I mean, like, I grew up in a world where it was never called a Christian school. It was called a school,
Right.
and we had prayer every assembly to the Christian
No,
God.
that's wrong. That's wrong too. I think that's wrong too. And they actually abolished this in Austria because it's stupid. You cannot force people to fucking adhere to a religion that they actually don't believe in just because it's the
Well,
religion
no,
of.
no, and I mean,
Furthermore,
you had the option to opt out. You didn't have to do it.
it's so weird. It's so weird, and it's way more weird when a foreign religion comes into a country and does the same. And it's even way more weird when a fucking foreign country religion makes this when your own religion does not anymore. So the fuckery is very obvious here. And don't get me really started on this. Forcing children into this.
Yeah,
Are you serious?
I knew this was going to set you off, but I had to cover it.
Yeah, of course it
And
sets
I
you up.
I do see what you mean. I really do.
No, I'm not making fucking empty words here. I'm talking about reality. And
Yeah, I
this
know.
shit is fucking nasty.
Ali's got a good one.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes I think wild animals and such have more sense. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Well, they certainly don't.
We now have a Stephen Brumby as well. Hello, thank you very much for coming.
Oh, hi,
I
Steve.
actually live in the world where I really agree with both parties. It's either if you're gonna teach it, teach all of them, so you're not being a biased piece of shit, and you're not lying to anybody, or don't teach them at all and leave that as a second option for them to opt into if they want to learn about religious studies. Because there is
It
a
should be
reason
forced.
why so like it's not that I don't appreciate religion. I actually do understand that some people do need it. Like there's times where I take my own spiritualism for myself, but I don't think it's right to push it on other people because it does drive some people nuts. It does. But at the same time though, the reason we separated church from politics is because kind of like with our elites, sometimes they forget about the everyman. They do. Like the church has forgot about the everyman, and so has our elites. And that's why we tried to build a system like your Magna Carta is what a lot of people should be restudying because it has a lot of this covered in it. But it was meant to be for the everyday man. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. And as I said,
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong about being religious. I think it
Yeah.
needs to be a choice and not be forced. So you cannot imply this on fucking children in school, no matter what religion it is. There should be a class for it that you sign up for because you believe in it and you want it. It should not ever be pushed on you because that's indoctrination. Nothing
Yeah,
more.
I agree with that, and like I said earlier, like even in my day, you could opt out, or like that. Like, I even remember a very specific incident where one of the kids in class was Muslim, and our assignment was to write a prayer to God, and he said, "Well, can I write mine to my God, Allah?" And the teacher just said, "Yeah, of course." And it was fine, you know. There was no nothing. It was just like, yeah, okay, you do that, cool.
Why would you say there's no nothing? You were in a religious class forced upon you as children. Why don't you see what's wrong with that?
Because that was the culture at the time.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
it's
the teachers didn't mind if you wanted to reject it. If you said like, oh no, like my parents are atheists or my
Well,
parents are this, or
I got in very much fucking hot water as a kid when I did not want this. Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Uh,
We had quite a lot of Hindus in our area as well, and there was never any order. But it's a very modern thing to have this kind of you know, we can't get on kind of bullshit, because we always did, and now we're being told we can't, so we don't.
okay, that's
And
true.
I think that's manufactured. I think that's deliberate, and
Definitely it.
it upsets me. It makes me cross.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Agreed.
It's also
Okay.
not that I think that it should be forced upon you, but I kind of understand having a teacher teach you about it because you do understand that we have different eras that we're talking about, and for a lot of eras, we have this thing where some of the cults were using people who didn't know anything about the actual book to, you know, start cherry picking what people should learn in the book, and that's how you form a cult. So it's not that I don't understand having some level of like, well, can we have somebody who's not like that kind of fuck just do a basic study? That's why I appreciate like real historical like who are into the religious studies, because like they're just talking facts on what this belief is and what the history on it is, and what people really believe, and maybe they believe it themselves, but they're not trying to goose step you into Jim Jones's town.
Right, let's just deal with Stephen's comment before it gets too old. Good news, everyone. Starfleet Academy has been cancelled. There is some good in this
We
world
know.
after all. Well, that's superb. I mean,
No,
Remind
we do know, but that's still good news.
remind me again what Starfleet Academy is. I'm not in the topic.
it is
Oh,
Star Trek
it's
Leering Center.
sort of like Star Trek Discovery, but worse.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it is the worst show that ever was produced. In the endless effort, destroying everything that ever was good in entertainment and escapism. That one is taking like the crown. Like this one is like a new level of evil. Like damn.
Yeah,
This is what happens when you make Star Trek
it's
for the modern world. You
it's the
know,
one with fat cadets who swallow their own com badges and gay
right.
Klingons
Yeah,
who wear dresses.
Oh, that's why I
Yeah,
had
that
no
one.
idea what the fuck this was.
yeah.
Do you know what?
Yeah.
Now that I've been informed
Uh,
what it is, I don't exactly feel smarter.
Noise
Yeah.
hits the nail on the head. Bunch of woke gay kids doing sick stuff to sum it up.
Is that the modern version of sick, or is that I've lost all perspective on what the word sick means nowadays. Is it good or bad? It's like wicked. That used to mean bad, then
No,
it meant good.
it's like the
Well,
Chinese.
I
How
would
you
gather from the tone of the comment that he meant the bad version.
Oh, okay,
Mm.
okay, good to know.
definitely.
Oh, we
Definitely.
have a St. Hugo coming.
Oh,
Yay!
hi,
Hey.
Sandy.
Hello.
Hey, Hugo.
Yo, how's it going, man?
How are you
Yeah,
doing?
all good. On your end?
Oh, that's nice.
Make your intro, dude.
I? I'm done.
Short and to
Carry
the
on.
point.
It's
Short and to the
forever.
point.
Best
A man
forever.
of, a man of stoicism. I love it.
You killed it.
Best way to do it.
And all of that, even without
In other
you.
words,
I don't really care, Margaret.
No, Margaret, I don't care.
awesome.
Who the fuck is Margaret? Also, who the fuck
I don't really Margaret care.
I'm joking, I'm sure.
So, I've lost them. Oh, there they are. There they are.
Margaret, never heard of her.
Yeah, oh, she was just some fucking interviewer from a woke TV station that was interviewing JD Vance, and
I know, I was joking.
I know. I'm just saying for everybody else. Okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Let me explain. Let me motherfucking explain. There we go. That's how it should have gone.
It's weird that every time somebody mentions JD Vance, I think it's like a sports outlet store. And
Yeah.
Yeah, it does sound like it, doesn't it?
Yeah,
JD
JD
Vance.
James.
JD Vance.
Dance Vance. It's just Dance Vance. That's his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do have. I think it's JD Sports we have around here in its other.
There you go.
Yes, and JD James.
Yep.
Yep.
It never ends.
What's the other one? The other one's Sports Direct, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm just going to go down to the JD Vance store to get myself some sneakers. That's,
Some presidential sneakers, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I didn't know this. Apparently, JD Vance is not really his name. I did not know that.
Well, yeah, his first name was
Oh, and he
JD,
goes
then he
disappeared and
changed
come
it to
back.
Vance, and then he changed it to JD Vance. So there you go. He did change it.
Well, at least
For Jack
at least we know he's not afraid of change.
That's
There you
true.
That's true
That's
as well.
true.
Yeah.
That's actually that's the cruelest thing you can say to a beggar, is be the change you want to see.
I never
That would be
heard
a
that
sixpence. Need a sixpence, right?
No, the cruelest thing you could do to a beggar would put him under house arrest.
Oh wow! Oh wow! You guys are on fire tonight.
That's pretty good. That is pretty good.
I'm still not allowed to cut my pennies in half, you know. I still have some, even though we don't print those anymore. And I'm like, I'm waiting for the day that you're no longer illegal to, like, use for anything else. Because you're not made from copper.
What are you talking about? You cannot.
Canada hasn't had pennies in, like, you know, probably about 20 years.
Yet they keep coming over here.
It's because we still have them. You gotta get rid of them somehow. And they look enough like yours,
Yeah,
so...
there were some weird rules at the fake monies.
You just
Yeah,
I remember when I was in my late teens, and I got really angry with one of my best friends because he threw a £5 note in the fire. Not because it was a waste of money, but because I saw it as a massive insult to the Queen. Don't get me wrong, King Charles is a twant, but Queen Elizabeth was awesome.
yeah. When you live through two world wars, that's nothing to sneeze at.
See, there's a real Brit right there.
Here, Brit.
Well,
There, Brit.
people forget Queen Elizabeth actually, when she was Princess Elizabeth, she actually drove ambulances in London during the Blitz.
You see, that's kind of the goal of collecting coins up here. If you can find the ones that are actually made with copper, that's how old you know it was, based off of the age of the queen,
Wow.
Yeah.
because you can
Well,
tell.
Funny enough, I don't think I've ever brought this up on anyone's stream before, but I do actually collect coins.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hobby, I guess.
People
Like you,
collect-
you can actually visually see her age on the coins if you look.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. I've got I've got some from before her as well. Like I've got some like proper like World War II era coins, and I've also got what one of my favorites is a set that my Finnish ex fiance's father gave me, that was like a presentation of every Finnish coin, because she happened to mention to him that I liked coins, so yeah,
that's
that's still up on my shelf now.
It's just stuff that my dad used to tell me because he does collect coins and stuff. And it's just like sometimes you get a rare one because it's a misprint or a weird one or something like that. But most coins aren't really worth that much unless you're talking about coins where they're worth the element that they used to be made with.
I have a question that someone maybe can answer. Is the Kissing Lincoln penny actually real?
What?
The
Wait,
what?
they misprinted it.
I don't know anything about American coins. I only know about European ones and British ones.
Okay,
Wait.
okay.
What is your question about American coins?
Now my question was: is the Kissing Lincoln penny real, or is it just a gag in the Family Guy episode?
I've never heard of that, but there was a time where there were pennies that were double printed, and those were considered a lot, worth a lot, is double printed pennies. But no, I think it was a Family Guy thing.
Yeah, they made a joke, and I just wanted to know if they based it on reality or just pulled it out of their ass. Yeah, more or less.
If it's Family Guy, you're probably gonna get 80% reality, 20% out of the butt.
Actually, I need to mention something here. The Simpsons are legendary for predicting things. That always amazed me.
I don't think it was intentional predicting. It was more like just a what if scenario, and
Yeah,
that
but
what if scenario came true.
Yeah, but it came true too much, so it
It
gets a
came
bit.
true many times, didn't it?
Yeah, it became uncanny to me. At a certain point.
Yeah, but
But
that's more
let's-
On the other hand, as the South Park episode Simpsons Did It pointed out,
yeah,
Simpsons did it. They
yeah.
did. So they got to be right. Several
It's
occasions.
it's kind
Yeah,
of the thing with making so many predictions. You're eventually gonna get some of them right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Like the
Right.
broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Should we
Yeah.
have a quick laugh at a couple of Tony clips before we get into the meat and potatoes of Lefties losing it?
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Soylent Stew.
Silent what?
Soylent Stew.
Ah,
No, I don't
Meat and
want to know
potatoes
about it.
of Lefties losing it.
That's Long Peak Feast. There will be Soylent Green. I know about that.
right. Hopefully this is large enough. Chat, tell me if it's not. Well,
To be honest,
Like-
you could put us on the side and make the video a bit bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do that.
Yeah, exactly,
okay,
exactly.
Okay, we'll try it like that. We'll try it like that.
Yeah, that's better.
Oh, by the way, just
Not
so
for the
everybody,
win.
just so everybody knows, I don't prioritize like the order that I put people in. It's basically I add people the order in which they show up, and when I change things around, I just leave them how they end up, if that makes sense. So, you know, I'm not saying one person is more important than another when I move the windows around, okay?
What you're
So
actually
I
saying
will
is
end
you're
up
afraid
in
of the
shit
EV Max
corner.
gods and want to touch as little as possible.
Yeah. True,
So
true,
hang
true.
on, does that mean I'm not gonna be in the shit corner? Or
No,
I don't have a shit corner because I don't put the chat
oh,
on screen. I let people look
Uh-oh.
at chat themselves.
oh, come
Aw.
on, you need to make a shit corner.
No, don't wanna.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so we'll just do 2 or 3, and then we'll get on with some lefties losing it.
BMW. Chevy.
Neon sign made by LC.
Boom.
Nice.
If you need customizable a neon sign, click the link in our bio. Just enter the text you need and you will see the price.
What made you
will
fat?
see the
Obviously,
price.
there's a little bit of science behind it, right? Like you got your metabolism, you got your genes, you got...
Look down the port.
If you're looking for high quality LED signs for your store, brand, or chain businesses, we've got you covered. Our products are C and UL certified with a 3-year.
I wish he responded to that with an LCD sign of a fork.
well,
Warranty.
it also would be funny if he started the reply by having a little big bite of a McDonald's item, whether it be
Yeah,
Big Mac
yeah.
or whatever.
A Big Mac is most iconic. I think that would work best.
Wait, non-binary cow. How does that work? Cow's a female. The male version is called a bull. How do you have a non-binary cow?
I'm sure we're about to find out.
I think it wears its udders on the head or something. I don't understand.
My heart says that the way I feel most myself is to go by the name Fred. That's because I'm non-binary.
Goodbye, friend.
You do it.
Anyways, can we make
That's
neon
how you do
sign
it.
any shape? And
And there you get your McDonald's burger.
There we go. I haven't watched this before, by the
dude
way.
always delivers. This dude always delivers.
animals, logos, even complex designs? Yes. To send us your Victor file.
Do you ever look at a picture of yourself and you think, oh my god, I
What's
look
wrong with
so
your
fat?
hair?
It's not the picture. You're just fat and ugly.
Wait, is she bald or something? What happened with her hair?
Let's pay more attention to what she said than to what she looks like.
File.
Do you ever
Sorry.
look at a picture of yourself and you think, oh my god, I look so fat? It's not the picture. You're just fat and ugly.
Trusted neon signs for chain stores and franchises, standardized production, stable quality, 2 years warranty, global shipping. Link in below to get started.
That was the specific rim.
Yeah, the sign too. I'm
Something.
like, are you supposed to be sweeter, a little bit hellish there, Tony?
Okay. It's,
By the way, we have a Byron in chat. Hey, Byron.
Oh, hi, Byron. I'm sorry. I'm at the moment leaning back and I'm not in chat. I'm so sorry.
hello, Jake. Good to see you. If we're still going when you get home from work, then feel free to come on. Just message me on Discord. I'll send you the link there. Right. So it is now time for me to stop sharing my entire fucking YouTube feed.
Oh, just
Share
put
it,
in the
share
full
it,
screen.
share it.
There we go.
And let's go. It's normally like a good 50% of our show, so I hope you enjoy it. Feel free to jump in with anything you want to at any time, okay?
Our reader always stirs up organic conversations. It is nice.
It's time for Lefties Losing It, and I've missed the ladies of The View. This is their first appearance of the week, and it's
no,
courtesy
Whoopi.
of Whoopi Goldberg, who makes
There it
this
is.
incredible claim about voter ID. She claims that it already exists, that the SAVE Act is not needed. Now, we'll give her the benefit of a doubt here and just assume she is ignorant and not deliberately lying.
I'm sorry. You have to present your ID when you go
to vote. I always have to give them my driver's license so they can make sure that it's me.
You don't have to
They
do that.
all
in,
have.
I didn't have to do it.
They all have to.
You don't? No.
They have all this information in the voter registration.
Well,
it's all the
Well, the
information is there
administration is
already.
suing the states so that they get that information, and a lot of that is very personal information.
Well, you know what? A lot of information that we have given away ourselves is very personal information.
Somehow I'm reminded of
not
the
a
new
liar.
Harry Potter teaser trailer. I don't know why.
No.
What was
Will
that?
is fucking fuck with me in my head with that one. Oh shit.
And this whoopee turned into Bob Marley.
There you go.
Oh my word.
He's not wrong.
We have that
He's not
air
wrong, to be fair.
because everyone is too shocked to speak words. Oh my god. We got killed by a whoopee.
There used to be a joke when I was a kid that everybody wished that she would marry Peter Cushing, so she'd be called Whoopi Cushing.
Here's the funny thing, and I always thought people know this. She called herself Whoopi because she farts so much.
Yeah, that's also true. I've heard that out of her own mouth.
Probably. But the way I pronounce her name is Whoopi.
Her name is.
It's a pity because she was actually really good in Next Generation.
Yeah.
I actually really
Yeah,
liked
we
her
liked
as an
her.
actress.
Yeah, we liked her at Guinan, yes. That's true.
Yeah, good old Guinan. But
Same goes for
Yeah.
most actors. Once the job is done, put them back into the cage and leave them out for the next project only. And don't forget the ball gag.
Oh my god, Sugar's on fire. Short burst fucking hitting the fucking head of the nail. Damn.
yeah. If you don't want to say much but make every slight thing you do say an absolute banger, then that's really useful for the show, man. Okay, so
Oh dear, you know you've gone and stuffed up on The View when your fellow Lefties losing it co-hosts have to jump in to correct you. Unbelievable stuff there from Whoopi. Now to a former co-host of The View, Rosie O'Donnell, who is so afflicted with Trump derangement syndrome that the mental health professionals treating her have asked her to stop posting about him. I know that because Rosie told us all about it in a video she uploaded.
wait, isn't this the one who left America because of Trump, went to live in London?
Yeah, that's the
That
one.
the Irish didn't want her there and
That's the
flew back
one
again.
that went. Oh, the best one was the quote. Someone accused Trump saying that women are ugly and fat and shit and stupid like this, and he said, "No, I never said that, but Rosie O'Donnell is." Like,
She can't help herself. The president lives rent-free in her head, even though she has fled Trump's America.
Thanks to that orange mess of a man, mediocre man. And he's getting
What
worse.
are
I'm sorry. How is a billionaire who's been bankrupted and then made his entire empire back mediocre? And then become president.
I
You know?
have a better question. How is something that looks like a pig feet that can talk better than anything else, and is actually addressing people as it is having something to say?
Because they can, that's why.
Yeah. Stephen is right, by the way. I assume he's talking about Whoopi Goldberg here. That was before she went insane and joined the Grandma Cowan's show.
It's nothing more than a talking piece for a talking piece.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to do something, America. We can't let this one guy destroy everything. 250 years of democracy. We can't let him destroy it. So we got to get together as one, in unison, and
I know
saying,
what.
you know,
Pretty sure Trump
Guide
almost
us.
faked an
Please follow
election.
your soul.
You know what? You know what Rosie O'Donnell would be doing? She'd be one of those homeless people outside holding a sign that says "The end is near."
Yeah, she
Yeah,
should have
You know what?
yeah.
done that.
You know what it is she left the U.S. to go to Ireland, thinking that the Irish would be all like, "Oh look, it's Rosie O'Donnell," and then they were like, "Fuck you too." Her.
And Ellen
Yeah.
DeGeneres as well. Same with Ellen
Mhm.
Yeah,
DeGeneres.
Yeah,
yeah.
Ellen DeGenerate.
Oh, the
Oh,
fish breath.
Ellen.
Oh, the fish breath cunt. Yeah, yeah.
So now they
Yeah.
need now they need the U.S. to come together to fix the problem because they can't be tolerated anywhere else. Nobody likes
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
The
that's
thing about Ellen is, she totally fled because Trump won. She totally didn't flee Didi.
yeah. She has connections with Diddy. That's
She
true,
fled.
and also
Yeah.
she has the breath of the fish.
Well, I didn't smell her, and I'm not planning to anytime soon. But with
Yourself.
she did have pictures with Diddy, and she was calling him her bestie and other pet names and all that stuff. So it's
Yeah.
not very difficult to guess why she fled America.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing. I know nasty people when I see them, and that is one nasty bitch. Like she did weird stuff. Like this one is deranged. Mm. No, I'm serious.
Oh, there, we got a nice new pick from R2.
Ooh.
You must be cleansed. The end is nigh.
Just put one of Rosie O'Donnell's faces on all of them, and then you'll have the complete picture. The end is near. Do you know how many times I've heard the end is near from so many different directions
Yeah.
about like where you come technology, you come from politics, you come from a state or whatever. It basically is the same thing. The end is near. Well, I hope it comes quicker because then we'll find out if it's true or not.
Yep. I thought it was going to happen in
That's a good one.
2012. It was going to
Of
happen
course,
year
yeah.
2000. You know.
I think the
Yeah, and
first one to say it was Frank
they-
Sinatra. And now the end is near, and
oh,
so
that one.
it's the final
At least you could
curtain.
sing along with that one. The other ones you can. It's just like listening to a broken record. The end is
Indeed,
near.
indeed.
What end? Tell me what end you're talking about, because I'm
Do you know
still
what? That was
listening.
probably enough. Just
No,
me singing that was probably enough to get the stream copyright claim the way YouTube is at the
right.
moment.
Oh yeah,
No,
you're fine.
that's fine. But that was just right. What end is near? I mean, there will be some ends. But here's the funny thing: humans never change, and this shit repeats itself for fucking ever. So
That's not entirely true though. People do change. It's just there's a core of it that doesn't change much.
yeah, that's what I say. That people don't change
No,
because the core doesn't change.
saying
Because
people
of-
don't change is a finality term. You can say some things about humanity doesn't change, but people can change. It's just there's just a core of it
Yeah,
that doesn't change.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm using the wrong words, but yeah, I
No,
mean the core. The core
yeah.
of humans cannot change. It will always be the same because humans are humans. So
Mhm.
of course the circumstances will change with
Mhm.
whatever societies they build, whatever
Mhm.
fucking shit they invent. Of
Mhm.
course it will change with this. So
Mhm.
you're right, calling me out on that, but you
Oh,
understand what I'm trying to say here.
right,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, and not only does not humanity ever change, it always repeats itself. But here I think we are actually for the first time in a very interesting, difficult time where things actually could change permanently. But that's
Mhm.
just my take on it.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying about that part because I've heard that said a lot too. Is like this time it's the time, and I'm like maybe because that's always been something that's said as well. Is like this time is the time. It's say happened
Yes,
with
yes,
George Bush, Trump getting in office, it happened with all certain stuff. Like a lot of times that's been said of this is the thing that will change, and like things always like the most paradoxical saying is that change is constant.
Yeah, of course it is. Um, let's rephrase it. There were people like back in ancient times, thinking and saying, "Oh, we're living in the most interesting times, and it will change so much." Yeah, kind of true. It always repeats itself, though. But
That's supposed to be a
what they say
curse.
is,
That's a
yeah,
curse.
it is a curse, and they always were referring to now we are fucked forever, and it never happened. But here's the funny thing: I think our lifetime, we're actually in the first timeline where actually we could be fucked forever. That is so interesting because this shit was said all over fucking timelines, all over the place. But this time, it actually could work. It could actually work that humanity will be enslaved forever for the first time ever. I mean, slavery is real, life and well, all the time, to
Hmm.
every timeline, to every race, every country, every ethnicity and culture.
Hmm.
But this time, it could be globally achieved because that's what the goal is.
You already
Um,
have that. You already have that with the undercurrent of sexual slavery.
oh, that shit will always stay. It is nasty, but yeah, humans are what humans are. What
Hmm.
can I say? I don't condone this. I don't like it. I hate it.
No. Yeah.
But I cannot eradicate it. No one can because it's in human nature. That's the
Yeah.
thing that what I was saying before. You cannot change human nature.
Hmm.
In other
But getting back to
words,
the topic.
General, another settlement needs your help.
Oh,
You're
Oh my
being
God,
coward.
we've
it's
done
on
something of a
fire.
rabbit hole now, so let's carry on.
Let's please. I ran
Now,
too much.
one day more. Do you hear the people sing?
She really needs to go back to therapy, maybe several times a day. That could be recommended. The Americans did all get together and they voted for Donald Trump in a
Not a
landslide.
There you
single
go.
ounce of green
One
either.
every
You should
swing
still have
state
like
rose.
St. Patty's or something.
Oh,
I still main.
Rita. God.
Yeah, I still maintain Rita is secretly a professional chef because she's cooking.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, you can have another.
We love Arida.
Okay, let's
And she's a
continue.
pussy. Get over it. Now listen to House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries
Oh,
answer a
Hakeem
question that should
Sombrero.
be easy. He is asked if the illegal immigrant who killed a teenager in Chicago should be deported if he is convicted. Hakeem couldn't answer the question.
An illegal immigrant has been charged with murdering a college student in Chicago last week. Do House Democrats believe if he's convicted, he's someone who should be deported?
I'll look into the case.
He'll
So it's at least a smart enough answer to give.
Yeah, there was the classic no comment, right?
What the?
Do you remember? Do you remember?
Uh-huh.
No, seriously. Do you remember the word traitor and the punishment for it in the olden days? That is not that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What
it's
would you call a
basically
person
still the
like this?
same, just the difference is traitors are determined by you got caught,
Mm.
and then you get killed one way or another. It's, of course, like accidentally tripping in Minecraft or whatever other vague accident.
By the way, slight random comment, but I finally got a new chair, and this is the first time in like 6 months that I'm doing a stream and not getting a bad back.
Nice.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
Yay for your back.
The magic
indeed,
of
indeed.
chairs.
Yeah, I helped my housemate fix his motorbike, and he bought me a new chair to say thanks.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Free
I need
chair,
some
not
good
bad.
Free chair.
Woohoo! Free
Hey,
chair.
The
It's really
Chair
nice.
free.
I have never been this physically comfortable on a stream before.
If you
oh,
start
that's
falling asleep, then we know the chair works.
Have you tried standing up?
Yeah, there is a danger of that, and I know Lilith's got some stuff going on at the moment, so if I do fall asleep, then Stardock has to take charge of the stream.
hey.
Oh God.
Sadok, don't you have a Kaya tested remote device to keep Rhoda awake?
I don't have a Wiimote if that's what you're asking.
I'm not fucking a
Wiimote.
master
You're next
biker. I
level
don't
already.
have a shocking collar at his balls. So what can I do?
It'd be more like a shock collar over the internet.
Yeah.
It's the only way
The
to do it.
the safe word for
We
tonight.
need to do a parody of Female of the Species by Space, and instead of saying shock horror, it says shock collar.
The safe word for tonight is celery.
Not again. Come on, not this time. Let's do broccoli for once. Come on. Let's get
Okay.
some
Is that like
cantaloupe. Let's
similar
get
to the
cantaloupe
fella?
in there. Yeah.
Next time it'll be broccoli.
When you can make a word that is hard and difficult to say, and they can't say it, and yet so they're like trying to get out. Like a safe word is barakanaka. No, that's not how it's said.
Yeah, the safe
I
word is
mean-
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Don't even try with
Okay,
that
fine.
one. You're dead.
Okay, fine. I can always go for the safe word from Eurotrip, but we won't enjoy it.
Absinthe.
What is it?
That'd be a word right there. Is absinthe. Use absinthe as a safe word. Really, like absinthe? No, not that.
Okay, let's go.
We'll look into the case. What? An illegal immigrant murders a girl, and Hakeem needs to have more information before determining whether a killer should be deported. Now to a illuminating chat between two funny men, comedian Theo Vaughn and Hollywood star Vince Vaughn. This chat has enraged all sections of the left, mainly because what they talk about here is 100% true.
Why a lot of the late shows have struggled. Because
bro.
all they did during
Bro.
the only person they could make fun of at a
Bro.
certain point was just like white redneck kind of people, and and then everything tanked after that.
Think about that. But see, they never get it right.
You see, this is where the worry about the new Grand Theft Auto comes in. It's like they need to take the piss out of every section of society, not just one. And at the moment, the media will only take the piss out of one section of society.
Yeah, I wouldn't bet my bottle cap collection on that.
I wonder why this is. I wonder why.
Well, let's keep going then.
The podcasts have gotten so much more popular with less production, less writers, less staff. And the reason why
we have two
is,
people working here, and both of them are hungover. And one guy is shingle.
and so people just rejected it because it didn't feel authentic. It felt like they had an agenda. It stopped being funny, and it started feeling like I was in a class I didn't want to take. But if you look at what happened to the talk shows and why their ratings are low, it's got only to do with the fact of what you just said, which is they all became the same show.
Yeah.
And they all became so about their politics and who's good and who's bad. And it's like, imagine sitting next to someone like that on a plane.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Even worse. I mean, all those late night shows and whatever shows, award shows, even before they went the hardcore left route, it's the show part. It's just like, oh, look at me, I'm a prancing unicorn, the last one, all hail me. No, go. Get in the studio, the Red Bull is coming.
Yeah.
All hail the dancing unicorn.
It doesn't connect with people at their souls. It doesn't give you any value, escapism, or anything. All it does is piss you off if you have half a brain.
Well, I remember a scarecrow once saying if you only had a brain, and it looks like some people need it.
I'm not sure if I have a brain, but I have brain enough to say that all of this shit is bullshit, and I will not waste my time with it.
Mhm.
I mean, seriously, who the fuck sees that as entertainment? Why would you waste your time, your most valuable asset you have in your life? Why would you waste your time on this?
Because
Answer me this.
Netflix exists.
Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, like
You
I would
YouTube
say
exists. Like you want to talk about the most valuable asset being wasted? You have YouTube as a great example. Like, I mean, you know.
I mean, there is truth to that, of course.
YouTube? Never heard about that.
Could have been worse. Could have been bread tube.
Cause hey, you know what? I love a good loaf of bread. All right, let's not lie about that. Okay.
At least we have a longer attention than TikTok.
What'd you say? What was that?
You lost us.
Okay, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Look, you said sure. I said don't know where I am now.
Oh, hi, Dory.
The Chinese app always works.
Hey, yeah, you know what? Hey, the funny thing is when you mention TikTok and stuff like that, like it's a duality with content creation though, because you're putting your stuff out there to be seen, and you're gonna use whatever's out there to get your stuff out there. Not everything, but a big chunk of it. And so when you talk about like that, like as a content creator, you either do or don't. There is no like not putting your stuff out there.
Mm.
To be
that's
fair,
an interesting point.
a lot more of TikTok that exists than just the weird stuff. It's just a lot of people look for the weird stuff because there's so much of it.
Oh yeah. Oh, good. Anywhere. You can go to YouTube right now and find naked yoga. That's how weird it can get. All right.
Can
This
I
is
say something?
pathetic.
Speaking
With the
of
hub
content
and all the
creation
other
itself,
platforms, who goes wanking off to fucking yoga if you have so many completely free choices?
You'd be surprised by that answer.
What
Yeah,
is?
you'd be
Yes, I mean,
yeah, you've got me
Wait,
wondering now.
everyone is finished.
Talking of content creation itself,
I wanted to say
what made any of you start doing this in the first place?
Well, I think Lilith wants
Well,
to
that's
say
a good.
something on the
I
Okay.
wanted to
previous
say
man.
something because Shen said something very important. TikTok actually is a psychology attack on the West, because it makes TikTok brain. It makes people act and chase like idiots after something that isn't worth a fuck. Um, I mean, it is of course a platform and shit like that, but there's no restrictions, and it was designed as a psyop to fucking weakening the morality, the morals, and the integrity, and especially the comprehension of knowledge of the youngins. It is actually psychological warfare from China, and the funny thing is that Chen actually kind of hinted at it. So I needed to say this out loud, so everyone remembers the truth of the thing, because TikTok is a psychology attack on the
Well,
West.
I will add to that. I do not have a TikTok account, so if
I
I
don't
show
need it.
if I show
Neither do I.
anything from TikTok, it's because it's been reposted on X.
but the good thing about TikTok is less competition for my kids once they've grown up. So go TikTok.
He did it again.
Nice.
Damn, he's on fire.
Okay, let's go. Oh no, I asked something. What
No,
what
no,
what made
ask.
you guys what made you guys decide that you were gonna come online and be on shows, make shows?
What do you want to ask
Who's
first
first?
for that?
It needs
Hmm?
to ask people in a row so there will be no chaos. Mm.
There's gonna be
Okay.
chaos.
We'll start with Dara because he's our guest tonight.
Yes.
Oh well,
What
I
made you want
guess.
to do this?
What, it was a gun to a head. No,
Why? Why,
that
for
would not have
God's
been.
sake?
Yeah, please, no, I don't want to do this. No, it was just something to. I mean, you obviously, of course, I've watched like YouTube for a very long time. But it was sort of that thing where it was just to try and see, and kind of have to find your place for it or find your way into it. Sorry, and then you just go from there. It wasn't a set out because some people set out for a certain section, like a certain niche or something like that. I didn't set out for any of that. Basically, I started out with something, but I didn't set out for like a niche or whatever. It would just kind of happen natural stance. So
Cool.
that's basically it.
Understandable.
Well,
Respectable.
what, and I will say once it got past the point of like because I did stream gaming for a bit, like a little bit. Then the question was like, okay, so why am I seeing a bunch of, there's looking at content creators I followed and all this stuff. It's like they're doing a lot of culture war, political, all that stuff, but they were missing something that I hadn't seen a content creator do. I see many people do it now, or at least some people do it now, but I didn't see it when I first started out. And it was they were really talking to just other content creators, and there's understandability of like trust and stuff like that, even though there's probably more drama with other creators. My point was like you have these content creators with thousands upon thousands of followers, and they rarely ever touch upon that. Like if you had a content creator with 5,000 followers, let's just start with that. You have a content creator with 5,000 followers on YouTube. If they could bring a quarter of that onto their show, if they made a show where they brought a quarter of those people on, whatever a quarter is for 5,000, that would be something of an experience of itself because you don't see a lot of people do that. I mean, Joe Rogan.
I think the answer to that is 1,250.
No, it was 42. I'm sorry, 42 from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
No, you are doing math at my face.
You're not going to like it.
Well, that's just the
that is literally my favorite book, by the way, Dara.
Yeah. Hey, I only watched the movie. I never read the book.
The movie is also awful compared to the book. Like,
That is always the case. I
The
never
book is the
saw a
best.
movie where the book
Then
is
the radio show. The radio show is actually the original.
Come on.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
But the radio show was the first thing. But the book that came after is better.
Okay, I didn't know that.
The TV series is better than the movie, but I would say the book is the best.
Well, it always is. That's what they always say.
Yeah, thank you very much. I dare you to tell me one movie that is better than the book that it came from. Just one.
Green Mile.
I don't know that one.
The Shining.
Also,
no.
you're faking.
No, the Shining movie was. Even Stephen King didn't agree with.
Yeah, it was loosely based on. It was Stanley Kubrick's
Oh, is that
version
The
of
Shining?
something
No,
that
no,
was
no, no. That
loosely
was a
based
shit
on.
show.
Oh no, the movie's great though.
Yeah, debatable.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of a movie that I've seen that is better than the book.
I don't know a single one. I read many books. I saw many movies. I saw more movies than I read books. But here's the funny thing: every time I
I
read a
know
book,
one. A whole
movie,
series. 50 Shades of Grey. The
Oh,
movie's at least over within 2 hours.
oh no,
Whoa.
I didn't read that one. Oh,
I never read the book for Debbie Does Dallas. but,
You
know,
aren't losing out.
You
You
never
aren't.
read the book for Debbie Does Dallas.
I don't want
I'm
to know
sorry,
why you
I'm
read
sorry.
that book.
I'm sorry, I derailed it a bit. Let's go
No, you're
on
fine.
with the good question that
Oh,
Ruth asked. I think that it
Ali's
was a
saying
very good
Carrie.
question.
That
No,
seems
no,
like a
Well, Tanny.
it was.
I think the ending of Carrie in the movie is quite different to the book, if I remember rightly.
I think we're
I
all just picking on
yeah,
Stephen
yeah.
King at this point.
Yeah. It is. It is. But the funny thing is, the movie came close to a certain degree.
I I did I do remember I really liked Carrie as a movie. I thought it was a really, really good movie.
Mm-mm. The
Even
funny
even
thing is
even, even
that
though Stephen King's proven himself
the
to be a
actress
twat in recent years.
that played was like in her 30s. She looked that young. That happens at times. I think that was actually a good movie. Yeah. But let's go on. You ask
Yeah, let's
people
continue.
why they got into being online, and
Oh, you want to carry on with that? Yeah, okay.
yeah,
Okay, well,
I think
why
that
don't
was
you
a
go
very
then?
good idea.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wait, me?
Well, yeah, well, you're up here now. You might as well.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
volunteered.
okay, I can too, I can too. Yeah, here's the funny thing, I'm very shy. I never wanted to show my voice, obviously, because it sounds like a man, things like that. Um,
Mhm.
the day when I decided to step in the YouTube space and
Mhm.
be more active was when Rings of Power
Oh.
were coming out, and I was like, this shit can't be real. And I
Mhm.
actually did then on YouTube see and wants to see what people think, and I actually got really angry. I
Mhm.
mean, all of the things in my life that I
Mhm.
do that are worth a fuck come from real anger and frustration, and so I started just watching channels, being in chats, and trying to understand this even more than I already did,
Mhm.
and it escalated from there, I would say. But it actually was Rings of Power pushed me to actually be active instead of just passive and taking it.
Mhm. Mhm.
That
Yeah.
was the final coffin. You can fucking destroy my Star Wars. You can fuck
Mhm.
with Star Trek, but you cannot shit on Tolkien.
Mhm. Yeah. That's understandable.
Yeah. For me, Star Trek was the worst one because I was much more invested in Star Trek than Star Wars. I like proper Star Wars, but Star Trek. I mean, my first girlfriend, like my first real girlfriend,
Mhm.
approached me when I just finished playing a gig because I was wearing a Star Trek T-shirt,
Oh.
and
It was a Voyager T-shirt.
it was indeed a Voyager T-shirt. Yes.
I think for me, it was the 100 millionth introduction of the girl boss after being like in my 40s and being like again and then again and then again. We've had
It's
many girl
Voyager.
bosses, some that were actually a lot better than the current ones. Um, and
Of
and
course,
and
we had
and
those.
and a lot of the ones that existed before didn't always have to tear down a man. I mean, some of them did. I still remember them. Some of them did, but
Yeah,
a lot
Sigourney
of them
Weaver in
were.
Alien One did actually well tear down someone at a point, but she was not a girl boss. She was not a Mary Sue.
She
We remember
just her
the
own
good old
boss.
days.
Like
She was
men,
just capable and a
it,
female by accident, so to speak.
it's like
I,
I remember how Tina Turner was in Mad Max, and I can tell you every man on the
oh,
set worshipped the ground that woman walked on because she was just
yeah,
fucking cool.
Mm.
yeah.
Like
Yeah,
so, like this.
I mean, you
Good
guys know that
example, actually.
one of my favorite franchises is Buffy. I want to say how happy I am that they cancelled the reboot, so they're not
Me
going to
too.
fucking
Oh
destroy
my
it.
God, yeah, that is actually cause for celebration. I was scared about this, and they canceled it. Now I'm happy because I.
Have you read the script?
Oh my God, I did not.
It's
Um,
awful. It
yeah, of
is
course it's awful.
truly awful.
No,
It's like a
they
child wrote it.
can, no, they cannot mess with. Here's the funny thing about all of this, and everyone here on the panel and everyone in the space of YouTube knows it. Those motherfuckers come in and destroy everything you grew up with, everything with morals and a fucking sense to it. They will not only destroy it, they will kill it and then rape its corpse some more just because they can. And they do it like fucking retarded children and replace it with nothing.
Yep.
Only the bitter taste in your mouth that they fucking destroyed something. And they said, ha ha, we destroyed it. That's like fucking children. That's what those people are. Like they're living in high
Indeed.
school or something.
Right.
Right.
Let's move on to R2 now.
I'm sorry.
Oh, gosh, I'm not really a content creator as such. I only came onto YouTube to upload some videos of songs for people that might not have heard me sing for a while. Because,
Oh.
like I said, like I said earlier, I used to sing songs in the sort of 90s, and oh my God, it would have been so good if something like YouTube had existed back then.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, because I was in bands and I was writing dozens and dozens of songs and stuff, and I didn't really have anywhere to put them except for playing them and making demo tapes. And you don't remember cassettes, everyone? Yes, I'm that old.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
remember the
yes,
cassettes.
and we remember the best friend of a cassette was a pencil.
There you go. There you
Yes,
go.
yes. Thank you, Sadok. There will
But
be
yeah,
the pencil.
but yeah, I mean that was the only reason. I was watching sort of Let's Play videos and stuff back when Giant Bomb was cool. It was like it just started, and so this was back in like 2010, 2011 or something.
Yeah.
And then a few years like maybe 2014 was when Gamergate happened, and I was watching that, watching all these creators, picking their way through that pile of nonsense, and I realised I never took part in it, but I saw everyone getting involved, and
I
ever
miss the
ever
Game
since
of
then. Yeah, ever since then, like YouTube has been highly, highly polarized with this sort of culture war stuff, and it gets, it kind of comes in waves.
Yeah.
And when we had like Gamergate 2, when was that? 2024? When was the official
Yeah.
start of Gamergate 2? But you
Maybe
recognise
even
all the signs.
2023, actually.
It might have been as far back as that.
I think it's
But
20.
yeah, around then.
But I'm not really a content creator as such, but a lot of you guys will have seen me in chats for a lot of the creators that we know, and as it turns out, I think we share very similar algorithms, and so we end up hanging around with the same people and seeing the same kind of stuff, and
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
it's good because you do
I do
tend to
like
end
that
up.
we've kind of got this little community going,
Yeah.
Based around like 5 or 6 channels, maybe.
That's right. Well, you tend to end up running with people who sort of generally, have similar viewpoints on the way things like the game industry has gone, or the movie industry, or even the music industry. Although the music industry's probably been woke for the longest out of them all, But
Musicians are even worse than actors.
I make my own
yeah,
music now. I'm so sick and tired of
sure.
this. I make fucking my own music now with AI because it's better.
Yeah. Well, I make quite a
How
lot as well. I
pathetic
mean,
is
like I did that collab with J Viper, and that's got like 18,000 views now.
It's a fantastic
Yeah,
thing.
it
That's
is
really fun.
genius.
Right. We'll probably end on that tonight, to be honest, or I might end on my own one. I don't know. Well, you know what I'm like. If there's still people watching, then I'll just keep playing like every clip I have until there's no one watching, because I might as well get the watch hours. You
Right.
know?
So you're scared of
Okay,
it
okay,
all.
so Sardoc's turn. What
Oh
made you want to
gosh.
be on YouTube?
Oh gosh, this is gonna be a long story because I've been on YouTube since 2012, something
Ooh.
like that.
Quite a
Let
bit.
me have a look. I don't want to lie. Yes, joined January the 6th, 2012.
Wow.
What was it? What made me join? It's gonna be a silly reason, but at the time I was writing my dissertation, and procrastinating was very, very high on my priority list.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
I can understand.
So I discovered Let's Plays. I saw. It started with me looking something up in Tomb Raider, and then I noticed the Let's Play. So I thought, oh, what's that? Clicked on it, and it was someone playing the game and talking over it, and I was like, oh, people play this. Join, start writing comments, and that's how I started, really. So very weird.
The birth of the spamfish.
Yes, the birth of the spamfish.
Awesome.
So
Awesome.
interest is a bit different. Maybe you weren't expecting that kind of story, but
No, it's
here
all
it
good.
is.
Saint Hugo, what about you?
How to put this? I came to this world to touch grass and talk shit, and I ran completely out of touching grass.
What the fuck? Why is it so much on fire today? It's ridiculous. It makes me laugh every time.
What can I say? I'm an IT guy. It doesn't really matter if it's YouTube or back to ICQ or some workarounds to avoid long distance call fees instead of using the voice chat of Half-Life Deathmatch to talk with someone from the other side of the globe. The older you get, the harder it is to find people to talk to that are not fucking boring within your actual vicinity. So, yeah,
Yeah.
throw
I
the
mean,
net out wider.
we're really quite international here.
I think so.
I think my show is one of the more international shows in our group, to be perfectly honest, and I'm kind of quite proud of that.
I mean, Noise's show always was very international too.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe we are more. I don't know. I never counted.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, and like obviously for me, it was a former friend started streaming, and she was gonna stream Hogwarts, and I thought she was gonna get heat for it because there was the massive backlash going on at the time, like with all the lefties losing it, going after anyone who was streaming Hogwarts. So I offered to mod for her, and then she randomly fired me as a mod live on stream instead of talking to me first. And I went and complained about it. I just, oh, this shit's just fucking happened in Will's Discord. So he said more for me instead. So that's how I ended up being on the scene, as it were. Then when certain thing happened with a former colleague's channel, there was a gap, and I said, "Gives a job, I can do that." And I got used to being on screen, and I decided to do my own show. And then more shit's happened, and I thought, well, there's people here who've been hard done by that I need to platform, which is why it turned into a bigger panel show. So yeah, there we go.
I'm very confused. Are you telling me that you actually only actively joined after me? Like Rings of Power was before the Harry Potter game debacle.
It was yeah, I was only in chat in those days.
Yeah, of course I was only in chat. I think I first revealed my voice like yeah, on Noises stream, I think. Um I
The
did
the,
a
the,
bit
the,
of
the,
this
the the first time I streamed with you was on Noise's show, yeah.
I think that was the first time I cursed this world with my ugly voice. I think that was the first one, and it took some time. But getting into YouTube, getting into the space, being active, I thought it was about meaning that you would be in chats most of the times, or
Oh no,
yeah.
no, no, I'm not. I wasn't talking about that. That's I mean actually coming on shows.
Oh, okay. You mean
Anyway,
really active?
we are losing everybody. Apparently, I was the most boring of all of us. So I think we better get back to the content.
Okay,
Bro, you'd be like,
okay.
how do I get out of this
I would
seat?
fart right next to him.
Holy cow.
Now, this next lefty losing it is a confirmed liar, a disinformation peddler, and if you ask me, one of the most reprehensible men to hold public office. He was part of politicising the CIA after he was appointed to that role by President Obama, and he oversaw all sorts of awful policies. Who can forget his staunch support for the Iran nuclear deal? That worked out well. More recently, he disgraced himself by leading 50 other former intelligence officials who falsely claimed that Hunter Biden's laptop was some sort of Russian misinformation plot. They did that in the lead up to the 2020 election. There is John Brennan right in the middle of that lot. Well, John Brennan is back to disgrace himself a little further by claiming on MS Now that the Iranian regime, that's the regime that just slaughtered tens of thousands of innocent people. Well,
I think it was
Spies who
specifically
lie. What is
30,000.
that for a headline? Spies who lie. Isn't that kind of the job description? Spies who lie. People are getting paid for such things.
I'm very confused. What does he mean? Sounds like fucking some Russian bone soup or something.
No, spies have to tell the truth at all times. Espionage is a very honest business. That's how espionage works. Through honesty and trust. Yes.
apparently, it's more trustworthy than Donald Trump.
They are an authoritarian regime who's known to lie. But, I'm confused. What is going on? Help me. Calm me down.
Well, I tend to believe Iran more than I do.
That's crazy. Sister or something like that. Awful.
Yeah, I mean, I just need to process that for a minute because obviously we all know the UK is a very, very authoritarian regime at the moment, and we all know that Iran is as well. So this is really insulting bullshittery.
I mean, there are probably less people praying in the street in Iran nowadays.
Yeah. Well,
I cannot say this online, but I have plans for the public display of prayer of the Shawarma people.
Well, okay, don't get yourself in trouble and don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, that's why I say I can't say what I want to do on the YouTubes. Well,
okay, maybe
that's
not
emojis.
maybe a little, maybe not allude to it either, sweetheart. Okay.
Yeah, I'm quiet now.
Cool.
Because he could not acknowledge the truth, even when he's slapped in the face with it repeatedly.
Let's bring in commentator and documentary filmmaker Ami Horowitz. Ami, how does this guy even have the chutzpah to show his face on national television after his involvement with the Iran nuclear deal, the Steele dossier, that Russian disinformation plot that he alleged Hunter Biden's laptop was? I mean, this guy should be hiding in shame somewhere.
In 1976, Gus Hall ran for president of the United States for the Communist Party ticket, a guy who was known to be a paid agent of the Soviet Union. Well, one of those 60,000 people who voted for him was John Brennan. So am I shocked?
Yep.
I am not shocked he would say something like that. Look, what is shocking and horrible is that he's a paid analyst for NBC News, and shame on Ms. Right Now for having him on the air as a contributor. In 2016, Barack Obama had the CIA do an assessment of the Russian collusion with Donald Trump, right, to overturn the election, throw the election in his way. And John Brennan's head of the CIA used as one of the key pieces of evidence for why the Russians were colluding was a Steele dossier, right? The now defunct Steele dossier, we all know was faked, and that was funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign. And when somebody came up to John Brennan and said, okay, this is obviously not real, his quoted response, they say, was, but it rings true, okay? Now, if this man didn't lose all his credibility then, which, spoiler alert, he did, he went further, like you have alluded to, when he was one of the 51 people who signed the disgraceful, infamous letter saying that the Hunter Biden laptop was fake, okay? So look, guys, if you want to say that President Trump is the reason why people don't have trust on...
Just using random emojis.
Can I just... Well, since you paused, I suppose... do you know what the acronym NBC stands for?
National Broadcasting Corporation?
Non-playable character.
No, it stands for nothing but crap.
That's the secret meaning. That's the secret meaning.
So I guess the NBC would be clearly nothing but crap.
Clearly nothing but crap. Exactly.
Oh my God, that was glorious.
However,
you got me. You trapped me.
MSNBC stands for Must Sell Network Before Christmas.
Why?
Yeah, that's fair.
There is no Christmas no more in the USA. It's happy holidays now. Soon it will be Ramadan. Just wait for it.
I thought it was must sell now shite bullcrap. That's what I thought it meant.
Your version's cool too.
Sure. All right. I think I've stopped sneezing, so let's carry on.
Institutions? Nah, dog. It's John Brennan and people like him.
I just like how he likes to talk like he's part of the crew.
That was no small matter, him and those 50 other intelligence officials, former intelligence officials, signing that letter, because so many Democrat voters said if they knew about Hunter Biden's laptop, they would have changed their vote. They would have changed that election result. And it was election interference, plain and simple. And he's really never paid for that and all the other stuff you've just mentioned. Now, let's talk a little bit more about Iran. Donald Trump has postponed strikes on Iran's energy sites. The US president said senior members of his cabinet were in talks with Iranian officials who he said had agreed to never have a nuclear weapon.
And the other side, I can tell you, they'd like to make a deal. And who wouldn't if you were there? Look, their neighbor.
What's up then?
No. I just tried to make it Trump worse and I failed. So please go on. I embarrassed myself.
Navy's gone, their Air Force is gone, their communications are gone. That's the biggest problem. It's very hard to communicate them between themselves. Again, it starts with no nuclear weapons, and they've agreed to that. There won't be any nuclear weapons. They're not going to have, and they're not going to have enrichment.
Now, the US has reportedly shared its 15...
Pause. To be completely honest, I'm not convinced.
No.
Yeah, there are issues. We will see in certain days what the reality of things is.
The history of interventions, it's unlikely that. Yeah. This is just season 11, episode 5.
Yeah, kind of deal. It is really nasty, especially with the shawarma people. They're literally driven. I mean, you can go into a communist country, abduct the fucking leader, and kind of let the people take over that didn't want the communism, but you cannot go into a shawarma country that is ruled by a religion that is a death cult and just take some people out when the whole population is what they is. I like 80 to 90% are like this. That is a different story. It is hard to beat. That's the issue with the shawarma in the first place. I'm scared to death of them for a reason, because I understand what they really are. I hope you will.
The majority of Iranians are colonized. They're not actually one of them.
Yeah, but
I know this because as you know, I have actual friends from there, so you know.
I'm very much aware of this.
Normally I would be anti-war, but what Trump is doing here is right. He should be
Yeah,
removing this dictatorship.
I didn't say anything about that, and I don't want to get too political, but I want to
Hmm.
get historical. And you are right. The Iranians were just another country that was overtook by Islam, and in the 1970s they were still Iranians. Nowadays they are not. They have a very long history of being oppressed by this religion. And here's the funny thing that you don't understand or just don't want to realize is, of course, they have their own culture. Of course, they have their own
Yeah,
roots.
a
But
great many of them are still Persians.
yes, but, and here's the big but, the indoctrination in Muslim countries is real, meaning the younger they get, the more indoctrinated they are. That's how it works. And they
Yes,
try it
of course they
everywhere
are.
on this planet. And here's the thing. What is the percentage of the population that actually is not Muslim?
I think it's pretty damn
Think
high.
about this.
It's not as high as it was because they just shot 30,000 of them, but it's still quite high.
Yeah, I'm just giving you food for thought that
Yeah, yeah.
why it is not easy or actually impossible to overtake a country that actually was invaded by Islam, because this destructive fucking cancer of an ideology rots people to the core, and there is no going back. If you are, and the funny thing is, some people will escape, but it is like one out of 500, 1,000, 1,500 that actually fucking stands up against this. Because here's the funny thing: if you stand up against this in this regime, you will be killed instantly. So the ones that escape and actually change their ways and actually be decent human beings, that are so rare, like unicorns. Because if you just think about it, if you grow up and you will be indoctrinated and that is all you know, what do you think you know? Hmm.
Yeah,
Eric,
I know what you mean. I know what you
Eric,
mean. But
yeah.
when America and Israel win this war, that might mean my friend can introduce her children to their homeland.
Yeah, that would be really
You know, and
nice.
that will make me so happy.
Yeah, I know Iranian people that actually Iranians before the fucking shawarma bullshit, good peoples.
Eris, did you see
No,
private
no
chat,
issue
by the way?
whatsoever.
Just to check.
Was that?
Eris, did you see private chat, by the way, just in case you missed it?
No, that's weird. It's not showing for me.
Did I do something wrong? Or what's
No,
happening?
no, no,
No,
it's fine.
no,
It's not
no,
about
no.
you. No, it's not. It's not you, Lilith.
No
Don't
one's
worry.
been out wrong.
Oh, it's just yeah.
It's
It's
just a heads up,
yeah, it's
heads
our
up
guest
message.
maybe leaving soon.
I just can't see it. Oh,
That's
there it
that's
is.
weird. Oh yeah,
There
you
it
have
is.
to. There's a whole list of people you have to go through to get to the group one, which is weird.
It's a little weird, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my head
Oh
hurts.
right, okay. Yeah, yeah.
You should close the stream soon.
Yeah. Dorothy, if you need to go, that's fine. You
No,
did
no,
say that you.
I can stay. I can do this. I'm
No,
just
no,
saying.
no, Dara.
Eh,
He
Me.
he, he said he needs to go in 10 minutes, 8 minutes ago. So so I guess you better do an outro.
Yes, I will do an outro. I'll actually give me a second. I will give you my link thing in the private chat, and there you go. That way, if people want to find me through that way, there's that option too. But anyway, my name is Daramouthe, or Dara for short. I know I said it earlier, but it's part of that ordeal. Some people still get it wrong. They say Daramouth for some odd reason. I don't know why. All right. But hey, look, I try. All right, I really try.
There
But the
we
point
go.
of the matter
Keep the
is,
phone.
but the point of the matter is, of course, I do. also going on someone else's show at 9 p.m. Eastern for those who America or whatever. But my whole shtick is I do a conversational show where I talk to just about anyone, whether it be creators, whether it be non-creators, the whole shebang. Because a lot people have a lot to say, and when given an opportunity, they'll it's very interesting of what they'll say. So that's what I do. Tomorrow, at 7 p.m. Eastern, I'll have on a lady named Versissa. Met her through the Twitter X Rumble side, so that'll be a thing. But that's tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. But beyond that point, thank you, of course, Rhoda, for the invitation. Certainly, you have a chummy crew. You have a chummy crew. I'm waiting to see who wears the pirate hat. I'm just waiting. But anyway, it was all nice to get to meet you, and of course, like I said, I do have something else. So, but again, I appreciate you having me on. Much grateful to get to meet all of you, especially you, Artua, because I know you follow me on X. So
No, nice to catch up with you, Dara. Yeah, it's nice to catch up with you,
yeah,
sir.
because the way I know you from is because you were on with Price of Reason in his show, and I've had Price of Reason on, so that's how I recognize you from. So, but yeah, so again, thank you all so much. Thank you, Rhoda, so much, and I hope you all have a good rest of your evening. And because I know my evening is not going to be short, so I made the agreement. I got to keep my end of the bargain. So there's that. But Rhoda has my links, or link to my links, and that way, if people want to find me through that, they can. So again,
Yeah,
thank you all so
I've
much.
put it in chat already.
All right. Well, thank you so much again, Rhoda, and thank you guys so much too. It's been awesome.
Cheers, Dara.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too, Jen.
Yeah, thanks for coming, man. Good to talk to you again.
Yeah, whenever
for
you want me
coming.
on again, just reach out, because
Will do.
that's usually the thing. People are like, well, has anyone ever asked you? And I was like, I wish they would, because sometimes I'm already like, when I reach out to people to ask on, I'm like 2 weeks before the new month comes, and I'm like, give it to me then, and you'll be good. I'm not unreachable. It's just you have to reach out to me, because I am very approachable. I don't bite, is the whole point I'm trying to say. So anyway, guys, all right, you have a good night, all right?
Cheers, mate.
Take
All
care.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
You too? Okay, come on, just...
I think he was trying to click the logout button and something wasn't working. That's my guess.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
then
think
there
I've
was
ever-
6. So
I don't think
let's have a nice little reset.
You can't buy me a beer unless you agree Keir Starmer is a twat.
He is a twat. Absolutely.
Indeed.
No, I want to see cooked beer.
We don't have that one. Oh, yeah.
I made that for Will. I've got a clip of it in the intro, but I made that for Will. I haven't actually got it on here.
Oh.
I did see it in the intro.
But
Yeah.
it is Will's now. It's fine. There will be cooked
Yeah,
beers.
I did co-opt it for the intro.
All that watches
That's
needs
good.
to watch Will of the Fans, then you will see cooked beer.
And
Right.
if you want
Where
to
are
drink
we?
cooked
Point
beer, you
plan
have
to
to
end the
visit
war
Great
with
Britain.
both Israel.
What was that?
Why is there an R2D2 looking fancy again with the tutu? What happened?
And because I was feeling fabulous. Leave me alone, Lilith. Oh my god. You leave me.
I love this guy.
we now have R222.
What was that?
We now have R222.
Yeah, that is it. Oh my God, we have it. Okay. I will be quiet now because that is too funny.
Stephen says, I agree that Starmer is a twat, but I question if he's remotely human, TBH.
No.
Same, mate.
No.
Oh,
We
lizard.
now call him. Wait. Twink
We do
Hammer.
have Slee every game as well. He of course, is going to be one of our guests on Friday.
Oh,
Evening,
Slay's
Slay.
here?
Hi, Slay.
I mean, maybe he's a seal person, you know? Like in your mythology, wasn't it like seal people? R2?
Ew, what is this?
I don't know if that's, Selkies. They're supposed to be like seals who take on the skin of humans.
Well, we have this.
I do that. That's my job. What are you talking about?
Because he kind of looks like, he kind of does look like a leather person, you know?
It's my skin. It's my
I think the
skin.
Stalkies are sort of traditionally depicted as sort of like seahorses sort of thing. I don't know. I would need to look into that for you. I will. In fact, I will look into that for you. Because it's possible they take on different sort of forms.
It's just in his face. You can see him being like a fat seal on a beach.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I can
I
definitely.
mean, like, hey, you gotta save the seals.
Oh, where's my? Hold on. Yeah.
I did not yawn.
I don't know. She's
What a potatoes. How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
You have stolen my dreams.
Abomination!
I should be at school. Yes, you bloody should, Greta. Yes, you should.
Yeah. This.
How far the
dumb
Vikings
goblin.
have fallen, eh?
We call it
all the way. They fell all the way.
This doom goblin. I mean, yeah. I really wouldn't mind not seeing that doom goblin ever again.
Come to think of it, every theory how Ragnarok will actually turn out was way cooler than the reality of the Green Goblin.
Oh, come on. Don't
Okay,
shit on Ragnarok.
I won't leave her on too long. Hold on. I'll find something
Greta
else.
is the closest thing to an actual Ragnarok coming from Norway or Scandinavia in general.
Oh, cool. There's something a little more heroic.
Yeah,
Here's
more
the funny
heroic.
thing. Here's the funny thing that really pisses me off is I think the parents of Greta Thunberg are pieces of shit.
They
Because
are.
she has
Yeah.
autism and they put her on the stage, and now everyone forever will remember her for how dare you. I mean, when someone says "How dare you," I hear in my head "How dare you," and then I see her stupid face. I mean, seriously, that's what you did to your daughter. Those parents are pieces of shit,
Yeah.
and actually
Agreed.
should be
I
ashamed.
think
for the
what we
rest
need
of
to
their
get
time.
is a picture, is a like a clip of her, but superimpose the face on the character from Catherine Tate going, "How very dare you!"
What we need to make with AI is a fake trailer for an autobiography of Greta, played by Bella Ramsey.
Not the potato girl.
I do not disagree.
No, not the potato girl. There's potato man. There's potato woman. Then there will be
I mean,
potato girl.
I mean, potato woman fits for the weather potato, which is not amused. Yeah, fine, works.
By the way, we've been going for over 2 hours, and I still don't have a bad back. My new chair works.
Yeah,
Wait, I owe Jen an apology. Selkies are mythological creatures from Celtic and Norse folklore, primarily in Scotland, Ireland, and Iceland, that can shapeshift between seal and human forms by removing or putting on their seal skin. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Yeah, but they can't. They fail because they cannot make a potato. They cannot play Bella Ramsey, so they suck.
By the way, we were talking about seals. Did
You can
you
hit them over
know?
the head with a club. That's why you guys failed. You didn't recognize your seals. You're supposed to hit them over the head with a club.
No, not the cool one.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't actually do that.
No, but
You'll
yeah,
have problems up here if you actually do that.
yeah. I think to myself, I'd rather kill a human being
What a
before I.
wonderful world.
Yeah, that's what you live in. It's
Well,
Amazing.
it's more than just that. Like our Inuits still hunt. Like if they're eating them, it's a
no,
different
no,
story. But
hunting.
for
No,
us,
hunting
we
is fine.
don't. You know.
Hunting is No, hunting is fine. I did myself hunt animals for food. I don't think killing animals is wrong if you eat them. No, no way whatsoever.
I just don't speak about their business because I actually don't know. I don't. I just don't. Like it's stuff that sometimes the story crops up and you hear about stuff and you're like, oh, okay, well they're eating them, so I'm like, I don't care.
I
Yeah,
got
most
the
most 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 of the times you will not eat the babies. I mean, there will be exceptions. There will be the Spanferkel, which is the baby pig. There will be wheel, which is the baby cow. There will be. Yeah, yeah. He knows. Thank Hugo knows. Yeah. Them's tasty, but normally you will not kill the cute one. You will kill the adult one for good meat and many meats. I mean, who do you want to fucking hunt? Fucking Bambi or his mother or his dad? Yeah, they killed the dad and the mother, and they ate them. But Bambi was left alive. Why? Because there's not much meat on it.
I
And
didn't
it's
want to
cute.
tism on it. It's one of those things where some people get really judgy about it, and I'm like, well, they come from a society where they kind of live off of animal fat. They don't really have a lot of things to keep them warm, so animal fat's just one of the things that you kind of keep a lot of.
Yeah, that's
And you
also
get
good.
you get that from adult seals. You don't get that from babies.
Yeah. The blubber is actually very good for many reasons. Also, it's good for cooking. It's the same with the pork. I mean, everyone knows about lard. Cooking this is actually really good, and it is more healthy than you think it is, and it's super tasty.
But I
So,
don't question their stuff because it's like if you don't know if they do or you don't know that they don't, like everything has a tag, you know.
yeah, of course.
And that goes into like the land of like encouraging poaching, and I actually really hate poachers. I do because they ruin it for people who are respectively trying to survive or feed their families.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, of course. Because here's the difference. If you hunt an animal for food and for survival, in a certain manner, it is actually what would be called natural. But if you're poaching, you're making it for profit, and
Yeah.
then you will be more efficient, and it will be unnatural because you don't need it. You fucking sell it. Why do you sell it? What do you sell? It is getting kind of murky and weird instantly. I don't like this world I'm living in. I really don't.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
let's get on with it because I'm determined we're going to get through all the content today.
Okay.
Israel
better
and
than you.
Iran. Army, does the president consider this war already won?
Look, I hope not. But if there's one thing I learned about Trump and Iran is I trust Trump when it comes to dealing with Iran, right? I think he's shown us over and over again he knows what he's doing when dealing with these mullahs. And I think the mullahs found out that the hard way. So yeah, and also I also want to remind you that the day before we started bombing the hell out of Iran, there were also negotiations going on with the Iranians. So yeah, let's see how this plays out before we jump in reactions. Also, I'll point out that he's asked Congress for a war supplemental bill of $200 billion. He's also sent the 82nd Airborne into the region. I think that's an overt threat to the Iranians that you guys better get your act together or we're going to invade and take over Karg Island. Look, he's being very Trumpian, and he has turned that phrase on his head. He is walking loudly and carrying a big stick. That is really kind of Trump's MO.
Army, we are still hearing just shocking reports out of Iran, and this latest one is pretty distressing. So, a warning to our viewers that.
Okay, this is probably going to piss me off quite a lot. I'll warn everyone about that. I haven't watched this in advance, by the way. I'm reacting to it in real
Yeah,
time.
me neither. That's the funny
Hold that
thing.
for Reese.
I always was watching Lefties losing it, but since we do that show, I actually do not watch it, so I didn't see it before. That is really
There's
nasty.
the way Iran is using rape to punish women and girls as
What?
young as 12.
No!
Yeah, I knew this was going to be bad. I knew this was going to be bad the moment she started saying it.
Human rights investigators have found Iran uses sexual violence alongside torture, arbitrary killings, arrests, and forced confessions. And last month, a report from Amnesty International found that thousands of Iranians are at risk of sexual violence by IRGC gangs. That's the
Which is, of course, why my friend fled to Britain like 20 years ago.
Well, that's what they
Islamic
do. They know
Revolutionary
that.
Guard Army. The
Sorry, was that?
Sorry, it's just they know that's what they do.
Yeah, but the left won't admit it because it doesn't
Nope.
fit their narrative.
No.
It's fucking
The
terrifying.
ingrained
The way people
value
can be so
system
fucking
cannot
brainwashed.
be
I'm
compared
sorry, I
to
need
the
to
ones
mute
we
myself.
apply.
Let's carry on.
report here is just sickening. And as I said, this is fairly distressing. So for anyone who's listening, I give you that warning. Daily Mail reports last month 2 Iranian nurses were gang raped and relentlessly tortured by the Islamic Republic security agents because they treated wounded protesters during the anti-regime demonstrations. That was
Because they were treating wounded people. Fuck.
Such a progressive religion.
Like it's one of those places where if you could just take guns from people that you know and just give it to the nurses, like if you could go back in time with those are the time machines I actually want. I don't really want to go back in history anymore because that doesn't do anything for us.
Yeah.
But like just to go back in time long enough to be like, here, like at least arm yourself so that when you know that you have to risk it, you can protect yourself. Because that's the thing about the US that these stupid liberals don't understand. They can protect themselves from somebody overreaching. It does actually work in your law system. You know, if you thought that a cop was going to actually rape you and harm you and you can prove that, which you can, they're gonna go to jail. You're allowed to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying that you should go out and harm cops. That's not it. And I think a cop would understand what I'm saying because they would turn in a cop like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not going to read out what Stephen said. But I've put it on the screen. I completely agree with what he's saying. All right, let's try and get through this.
Happen, and not just with religious background. What do you think happened after World War II in Germany? Not many good vibes. The soldiers still stationed here, they had years of party hard.
Yeah.
I will say something true here, and I'm kind of like done with humanity again. When I hear something like this, you think this is new? That is what humans are. That's why I'm misanthropic. That's why I hate humans so much. I will not blame an ethnicity, a religion, ideology, a race, or even a gender. I mean, at times there will be differences, but I really am so disappointed in my own species that I'm ashamed to call myself a human being. I am ashamed.
Oh, the simple answer to that is just be a better human than the other ones.
Yeah,
Well,
you
it's
can't
just-
take responsibility for the rest of the human race. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
do that.
What he said.
It's like the thing that I just said. Like if they want to conflate like they always bring up George Floyd, all right? David Kavanaugh, I think I'm going to fuck up his name. He's got an Italian last name. Kavanaugh, blah, 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 blah. Sorry, sir. I'm not good with Italian last names. They want to conflate that guy with these people. And I'm like, I'm sorry, you cannot do that. You cannot. This is so vastly wrong. Like, I know that sometimes they think that cops in the US have a little bit of an overreach because of stuff that they don't understand. But that's what they're trying to conflate this with. And I'm just like, stop doing that. It's so fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, let's try and get through this.
Their punishment for helping injured protesters. The nurses have had their uteruses removed. So violent.
Fucking what?
What? Were the assaults. And Army, one victim is so traumatized she begged surgeons to let her die. I mean, this is the evil, the brutality of this regime. This is something that seems to be lost on many members of the media.
And lefties get cross that Trump fired at them. Sorry, I'm completely on Trump's side here.
Well, that's why I get so mad when I have to conflate a cop with these kind of people, and I'm like, you guys are so fucking evil. Like, no, I admit I'm the type of woman who gets into researching on murder mysteries. Sometimes it's a cop. This is not the same thing. This is it is so wrong to conflate what these people have been going through for like years, and like, yes, this is the head point for them right now.
Yeah,
but to conflate them with like ICE, like, are you kidding?
Yeah, I know.
It's so offensive.
I think, like, everything that I've read, everything that I've seen, the only reason you need fear an ICE agent is if you're there illegally. In which case, if you're in a country illegally, you are technically, by definition, a criminal. So you're gonna get fucking nicked. Where'd everyone go?
Oh, we're still here. I'm taking a little second to, like, you know, you should count your breaths a few bits.
Yeah.
It's just so fucked up, isn't it?
Yeah.
I grew up surrounded with gangs and stuff, so this is all just normal. Not
Yeah,
acceptable.
well, that's
But
exactly what it is. It's gang violence. It's
It
just
is.
the gang is very, very big and it controls the country.
That's the thing that pisses me off, is that humans are like this forever. And if you were ever in a situation like this and you survived it, it will mark you forever. You will always, as a decent human being, shed tears because of this atrocity against what humans could be instead of what they are. It is so soul crushing that I don't even have the words for it. I'm crying all the time. That's why I'm muting myself. I'm trying to get back into this conversation, but I can actually not find words how much hatred I feel at the moment.
You can take your time. You can take your time. It's fine.
I was going to say something a little bit positive, because in all honesty, it takes somebody like Rita, who's got a lot more strength than we give other people credit for, because she's got to have the same mental imagery as like Rhoda's friend, you know, other people that we might know who are from Iran.
Rita is also an Iranian who escaped, and they're of a similar age.
You know, because like we're all speaking from the position of like, yeah, I'm not going to conflate what the left does, because they conflate words. Empathy means that I know what they're going through. No, I don't. I can imagine some things, and the things that I can imagine are bad enough. But Rita can imagine even more, because she's seen it from her angle, and people like Rhoda's friends can see it from their angle. But they still tell us this stuff because they know it needs to stop.
I actually know Okay, I actually
Yeah.
know.
It needs to stop. But I think Rhoda's right. We should probably let Rita go on. I'm gonna grab a coffee though.
Okay, we'll see you in a minute.
Yeah, I'll be quick.
Shades of October 7th, where women were literally raped to death by Hamas. This is nothing new for the Iranian regime. They've weaponized rape for a very long time.
By the way, I actually lost a long-time friend over October 7th. I mean, not lost, like he's still alive, but we're not friends anymore because he took the other side, and you know, he was always a lefty, but you know, we agreed to disagree. And then October 7th, he decided to be an absolute piece of shit about it. So yeah, so I don't talk to him anymore. And we were friends for 20
Good
years.
for you. Good for you.
20 years, man.
Just think it's so
Yeah,
crazy.
that will happen. Here's the funny thing about humans. You think you know someone, and after 20 years, they will show you their true face.
He literally turned up to Silverstone wearing one of their fucking scarves.
I mean, who here will fault you
Let me lighten the mood for a second. He literally turned up at Silverstone wearing one of their scarves.
What does
And
it
now
mean?
it's not fucking playing.
Oh, Mr. Brainsport, faggots are the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time.
Okay, I feel better.
Okay.
R2, you were going to say something as well.
I was just going to say, I find it so crazy that, like, just like, as soon as that October 7th happened, 2023, and people were immediately taking the side of the terrorists who actually committed
I know that.
I just can't get over that.
I mean, that absolutely galvanized me.
I don't understand. You know, it's like.
Decades of brainwashing and reframing.
Yeah, that was
Quite
when
simple, actually.
I stopped standing in the middle and like trying to mediate between people and just ended up saying fuck the left.
Right. I mean, I think we've had enough, you know, plenty enough reasons to think that for quite a while. You know, even before that happened. But when
Well,
the
you're
left,
absolutely right, but that happened to be the final straw for me.
yeah, when the left so heavily came down on that side and just didn't see anything wrong with it, I was like, "Are you okay? That's mental." So yeah, you know, I'm definitely with you there. I
Yeah,
do not.
I mean, this guy that I was like, I mean, there have been times in my life that I literally called him my stepbrother,
Yeah.
and to see him like when I tried to point out like these were kids at a music festival. Like I knew him through through the music business. I was saying like these are your people that have been slaughtered. Yeah,
Yeah.
your people. And he just looked at me like I was stupid and shook his head and laughed.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh well, okay, fuck you then.
Yeah, like Hugo said, it's just all to do with the brainwashing, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
the people are sort of, they get the download, they get told what to believe, and you know they all have to go out and buy their keffiyeh and their Palestine flag, and I just, it's so robotic. It's almost like a robotic reaction to it, you know. But I don't think, you know, they can use that as an excuse. You know, people need to, you know, they need to look at what's happening, you know, and see what's happening. You know, I just, oh God, oh yeah, it's very frustrating. But
I mean,
Well,
frustrating
luckily,
is one word for it.
to
Another word I would use for it would be baffling.
baffling's a good word too. Yeah.
well,
I mean,
luckily,
that's
a trend we see. Oh, shush now. This is my third
Hugo.
attempt.
Yeah, go Hugo.
So, what we see, especially across of Europe, is that the youth is seeing those things. And like I said, I grew up with in a place with gangs everywhere, so I can relate to that. I know what they are thinking right now, that everything gets covered up,
Hmm.
that they know people from families, friends, from their schools, their neighborhoods, that were raped and Minecrafted
Yeah.
and other newspeak things, and they won't have it. They had their a reality check very early on and act accordingly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that is a good thing to see, because the generation, the powers that be thought they had in the bag already,
Hmm.
well, went elsewhere,
Yeah.
increasingly so.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if we can get on.
Ayatollah Khomeini famously said, and he was quoted by his designated successor, that virgin female prisoners should be raped so they can't go to
We
heaven.
know this.
Yeah, we know this.
This is par for the course for them, and this is frankly how Islamists generally have weaponized rape, not just with October 7th, but ISIS and Al Shabaab and Boko Haram have all used rape in this way. So we know this. And by the way, it also really kind of underlines the bravery of the Iranian female soccer team to stand up against the regime. And
That was pretty fucking impressive.
and even more bravely
and
went back
you
to
will,
Iran to protect their family because their family was under threat and said, I'm going to go back and face whatever they do to me because I don't want my family to be touched. This is kind of the way they are. And frankly, I weep for them and I pray for them because this is an awful situation for them and the entire Iranian people to be in. That's why we want to end this war as quickly as possible. And thank God Donald Trump is president.
Now, the
I
Iranian
have
regime
my
has.
doubt on a swift end.
I'm not convinced it's gonna end anytime soon.
Exactly.
No.
It will not, because that's not how this religion works.
It's not how such incursions work. They started with a bang and now they whimper along, while
It can
keeping
work.
an eye on the stock exchange.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, ask yourself, on a global scale, as a strategist, put yourself in the shoes of someone that actually has armies. Like you're playing a fucking real-time action fucking strategy game. If something is threatening your ass, are you hiding in your base and waiting till they hit you? Or do you hit them first?
That
Will
really
you
depends
ever
on
defeat them?
the individual situation.
Of
That
course,
is
it
nothing
is
you can
complicated.
generalize.
Here's the thing: you can always only say one sentence, and here's the funny thing about everything: it is very much faceted in so many things that no matter what you say, it has so many different little things that you would need to say. I need to say like 160 sentences in one fucking sentence to make my point. That's how limited speech is. That is not my fault. That's the limitation that we have as human beings. The best we have is speech. But here we are. What do you do when there are people in this world that plan for global domination and for your death? What do you do with them?
I know.
Even if they not reach you yet. Even if they don't reach you yet. What do you
They
do?
can they can reach us now though, by the way. They
Yeah,
can get
of course
emissions
they
as far as
can.
London.
I'm not
I
talking about
repeat, they
Europe.
have reached us more than 20 years ago. The
Oh my,
numbers just
come on.
increased.
They fucking fuck with us for like what 60 decades? Sorry, 60. I'm so stupid. 6 decades. They are infiltrating us for a long time, inbreeding, and outbreeding us, and fucking making, trying to make fucking take over and all the shit, just being there. And guess what? It works. Look at the fucking UK, look at fucking Paris, look at fucking Austria, Germany, look at all the fucking countries in Europe. I was talking about America that also has like Dearborn, Minnesota, and fucking shit like fucking Mandami in New York. Those
Yeah.
motherfuckers will just sneak in or will try to actually fight you. And they will not
We
stop
know.
because that's who they are.
We know. Let's
Lilith, if you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire the A-team.
we are the fucking 18
Yeah,
man.
Baracus will fucking save our ass.
That's who can help.
Also been condemned
Mr.
for
T,
publicly
Mr.
hanging 3 young men, Army, including a
Mr. T will fix
sporting hero, a 19-year-old wrestler, Salih Mohammadi,
this
who was
is
tortured into confessing to the crime of waging war against God. Army, that's also known as protesting against the regime. And this public hanging, it's just a warning to the population to not protest again. If you're not shot in the street, you may be arrested, tortured into a confession, and hanged after a sham trial.
Yeah, no, again, there is no red line they wouldn't cross in order to stay in power. It's why force was necessary to deal with this regime.
I mean, it's ridiculous that, like, this is actually happening in the world right now.
No, it's not ridiculous.
And yet,
repeating itself again, and again. And there is no
Yeah.
fix to it. That's why we're stuck in this. That's why I hate humans. Because we are cursed to fucking live this shit forever.
So yeah, it's this is happening in the world right now, and we get idiots like Lenny Henry, who we covered
Hold
earlier.
up. Jen just
with
wrote that
Cleese
she
ripping out.
needs to go in 15 minutes.
Huh?
I didn't want to interrupt. I figured they'd get their rant out.
Wasn't sure if.
You're probably not wrong, but
to point that out.
I'm
Carry on,
sorry,
hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
I'm slightly confused.
Did I make the
oh no, nothing wrong like that. I got another stream that I jump on, and we're never we're still not sure if my buddy's back yet, and he's still in the hospital, so we don't turn to 7. So
I hope he's well.
Oh, is this
Yeah,
the
that's
Minions
okay.
of the Zoo thing?
yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's all good. But yeah, this is actually happening in the world right now, and we get idiots like Lenny Henry, who we covered via John Cleese earlier, saying that like black Brits should get reparations from the people who actually ended slavery, which began in Africa.
Yeah,
You know,
think
the
about that
first
for
slaves
like,
were not kidnaps; they were bought from their fellow Africans.
wasn't it looking for something like £8 trillion or something silly?
Yeah.
It was something like 8 trillion. It's like that's more
I
money
hate,
than
I
the
hate,
entire
I hate
world.
all of that shit. All of this shit. I'll learn your fucking history, you fucking dumb nuts.
Well, it's like a
Indeed.
couple days ago, I got into an argument with this guy from Italy who was like, "Well, weren't your Italian ancestors like just new to the U.S.?" And I was like, "If their Italian ancestors were illegal, they would have been sent back because they were sent back. That's what happened. It's documented." So everybody who's like an American immigrant from Italy, they're legal. They came legally. They had papers.
Yeah.
They did bad things to them too, but they documented that shit.
I mean,
It's back and forth.
The Irish got really a bad deal. But yeah, the
It's
Italians.
back and forth. You got to understand that people will eventually form their own prejudice when people are somehow thinking they're allowed to jump the line, or that lying is okay, or that lying once is limited to lying once, and that they're not going to lie more than once. and that does lead to criminals. So some of them were sent back because they were doing bad things.
They did bad things in an incompetent way. That is the actual line.
Here we have a smart man.
Well, it's just a lot of those stories are actually really interesting. Like, I don't know why they limit them on the history so much, because like there's the odd story where you feel bad for the person who might have been the vagrant, and then there's sometimes we're like, yeah, no, they were a bad person. That's why they have laws.
Yeah.
Right, well, obviously, because
very much
this
agreed.
because this is about Iran.
Yeah. Keep it on track. We're not talking about Italians.
I want to get through it because it's an issue that I genuinely care about. So, normally I say, oh, do you know what? Fuck it. Let's let's just laugh at some shit and then end the stream. But let's try and get through this before Jen has to go.
Okay.
They cannot be trusted. When they breathe, they lie. And they have zero regard for their own people. That's the thing that gets me the most about this, was that the media continues to attack Donald Trump and say you're unprovoked war, right?
Whereas actual Iranians are dancing in the street and saying, "Thank you, President Trump."
What about the 32,000 Iranians who were murdered on the streets by the regime? Where are the crocodile tears, at least, for them? But there aren't any, right? They need to focus on this. It's just the way the media reacts to things.
Now let's move on to some lighter matters.
By the way, you can see how upset Rita is by this as well, can't you?
That's why I was saying earlier that she was so brave for doing this.
Yeah.
She's very professional. We always joke about being professional. She actually is.
Yeah, she is.
Like,
I've tried to reach out to her to get her on the show. I doubt she will. But,
that will not happen.
Well, if you don't ask, you don't get.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of a family motto.
I know the
On
concept.
my dad's side of the family,
I'm
if you
just
don't ask,
telling
you
you
don't
the
get.
truth of things, that it will not happen. But I think it was a good idea to try. I don't fault you for that one.
Even if she just retweets that we talk about her, then that could get us like a ton more viewers. So
I meant what I said. There was a point a couple of years back where China was where China was really going after Hong Kong, and you were getting little messages on X from people from Hong Kong who were trying to protest and things that went on with them.
That was
And
messy.
there's this idea that I ever forgot about that. And like, no, it's just there's only so much you can do for other people in other countries. Like the only thing I could do was honestly pray. And I'm not even religious, but I was like, well, what else do I do but pray? Because I didn't like what I saw, and I've never forgotten. So like, I see Rita in that category of like, well, she's trying to do her best to speak on behalf of people right now who are honestly being shut down by our media. Yeah. And they should never be forgotten, because there were people last week who were just celebrating, who were getting shot at because they were celebrating. I watch enough Asman to, like, he covers some of that stuff sometimes, and yeah, he had images of this guy's just glimpsing out of his balcony to see people celebrating, and he's got his own lights going on, and he's getting shot at.
I quite like Asman because he's not an echo chamber. Like some of the stuff he says I agree with, and some of the stuff he says I don't agree with.
We all know Asmongold. Most of the times, funny enough, he is a very base guy. But I'm still disappointed in him because he said something about Palestine that is true, and then he folded because of the backlash. That's because he will always be Asmonfold. He will be, to me, always nowadays Asmonfold, because he
Well, he
folded.
wouldn't have got back on
the
Twitch
threat.
if he hadn't apologised. So that's why he apologised.
Yeah, but that is folding because he said something true, and people that are wrong shouting at him, and he apologized like a little bitch, and I will not have it. I will not respect this. That is not how this works. If your clicks, your money, and your views are worth more than reality and truth, then you can fuck off. Because I'm not doing anything.
I get what you mean. I don't necessarily disagree with that.
No, I still think he's a great guy. And it's based. I will not agree all this it takes, but he's a base guy. He's a smart cookie. But that one really disappointed me on a basic level. That showed me that he actually cares about money, reputation, and his channel more than about the truth and his message, which he actually could do with the reach he has, with the
Yeah.
numbers he has.
On
I
the
mean,
other hand,
if I ever
if
had these numbers, I would not retract the statement that I think is true. You need to listen to your soul, and he didn't listen to his soul.
On the
Well,
other
I
hand,
think
he was able to get back on Twitch and therefore still be able to speak up against people like Hassan and the rest
Fuck
of those
Twitch anyway.
weirdos.
I was actually gonna say I think old Hassan or not old Hassan, old Asman would probably agree with you. Because I think his reasoning wasn't about the money or the platform, it was more about his reach. Because ever since he's had issues with that, the more he explores places like Kick, he has actually been on Rumble a few times. I'm just letting people know that, like, if you don't like Kick, he is on Rumble too. The more he understands that if he puts himself on other platforms, actually he does still get more reach. Like he's been experimenting with that on YouTube. He still gets more reach than Hassan does.
Yeah,
It wasn't so much about
wasn't there that thing where Hassan tried to launch on YouTube and nobody watched it and instead we crashed out like in the back
Everyone
of
hates
a
this
taxi or something?
motherfucker. He has some fucking leftist losing it, fucking in his bubble, like on Blue Sky. That is all that he has, and he thinks that's reality. This guy is a joke, but he
I
is a
think
very fantastic joke.
I think old
Sorry,
it,
go ahead.
no, you're good. And I can't speak for Asmin. In all honesty, I honestly shouldn't because he's very capable of speaking for himself. But I think the old Asmin was probably in that circle of thinking his only reach would be Twitch. And it's like, no, there's quite a lot of people who just don't like Twitch, the platform, who absolutely adore him.
I don't have a Twitch account, and here's the funny thing. I know Esmongold very well, and I watched much of his content, but I watched it on YouTube's. And I think,
Yeah,
again,
I
he
only
is
really
a
watch
base
him on
guy.
YouTube as
I
well.
think he is likable. Here's the funny thing. I actually would go out having a talk and a pint, as the UK people would say. I would hang out with him. Um, Still, I'm disappointed he folded, and that I will never forget. Because if I was in his position, I wouldn't have done that.
I think
I'm so much
I
older
think
than that.
like I said, I can't speak for him. Like I don't know. Like if he were to speak to his old self, he'd probably be like, "Listen, just go to the other platforms. You'll be fine." Because I think that's part of the reason why he does sometimes stick it out with the Twitch is because yeah, he could go to any other platform, put all his attention there, and still walk away
Yeah,
with
but
the
when
fandom that he has. But
when he
it's
did that, he was already very popular on YouTube, having multiple channels there, cashing in really big. He said something when this all fucking after October 7th kind of bullshit Hamas fucking shit ass fucking shit started, and then there was the war, and it was like I don't remember closely, but it was like 1 year in or something like this, and he was just making a statement that is factual and true, and then all of the internet attacked him, and he
Let's not
folded.
get too bogged down in this. Let's try and crack
Okay, yeah,
on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I will
oh
shut up.
yeah, I only have so
You're
much
fine.
time left too. I
You're
can
fine.
go
You're
over a
fine.
little bit, but like not too much.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
And we
Terry will
have
be
been
like, "Where the hell are
having
you?"
fun all week, mocking the ridiculousness of these pampered hard left activists touring
Oh, God.
Cuba.
This is
One
going to
of
be
the
funny.
members of this commie convoy is popular streamer Hassan.
Oh, did you hear what she said there? Comic
They're
Con.
popular. did you say popular? He's not. He's a fucking lolcow. He's popular because
But
people make fun
Holly
of him.
Con, come on, that was funny. That was funny.
Okay, yeah, that was funny. Yeah.
Well done,
But
Rita.
I just, yeah, I just
Hiker.
got upset.
He's there with the likes of Ira Hersey, who's the 23-year-old daughter of Democrat Ilhan Omar.
Oh
I love
no,
the way
no,
they just
no,
say
no, not that
woke
one.
progressive streamer Hassan Piker. Yeah.
Army, this is just incredible. These people are staying in luxury 5-star hotels that cost $130 to $520 a night. And you may think, well, that's not that much money, but the average local there makes just $150 to $200 annually. So for these pampered Westerners to be there, and Hassan Pike has been pictured here wearing designer gear, dripping in designer gear, including a
Yeah, the $600.
Mr. Brains for the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time.
$690 top and glasses.
What? It's a
Yeah.
t-shirt with a picture of a fucking frog on it.
That are worth over $1,300.
I mean, it's a nice t-shirt with a nice frog on it, but it's a
Yeah,
fucking t-shirt with a frog on it. What
it
would
is
you
worth
expect to
like
pay for that?
30
Like
bucks.
20 quid?
It is worth like 30 bucks. But here's the funny thing about designer clothes, and that's maybe something you don't know because you are a man. Um, you will pay up out of your ass just because there is a name on it. It's not the cut, it's not the texture, it's not the textile,
Listen,
it's
if
not
you're going to be
the quality
sexist,
of.
I'm going to kick you. Joking.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that maybe you
You
don't
know I'm joking,
understand
sweetheart.
how a fucking fashion works. Putting a name on it, it is more of a prestige thing. It is like a status symbol. It's the same with a Rolex. I mean, what's the difference between a fucking watch that is 30 bucks and a watch that costs you like 35,000 K? Um,
One
well,
has a
the difference
warranty.
is.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
I mean,
example
are
is
you fucking kidding me?
not that
Um,
great.
I mean, okay, I would admit that the watch was not a good example because there will be a difference in craft, but it's not that big for the price. And when it comes to fashion, um, it gets really ridiculous. Like you have the same quality T-shirt you can buy for 30 bucks, and then you will pay 600 bucks because a certain name designed
Oh, I gotta
under
go.
air quotes it.
Oh, you got
It
to
is.
go, Jen. Okay,
Yeah.
Lilith, wait a moment. Jen's got to go.
Sorry, you
Okay.
have a point too, Lilith. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I gotta head
Oh,
off
it's
for my
fine.
own
It's fine.
stream.
It's fine.
So,
It's fine.
but
No,
yeah,
it's fine.
I just joked that when he went to go buy Gucci in China, I was like, so you bought it from China? Like, you know, like the place where they have the sweatshops?
That was good.
Shocker. Anyway, I better head off. Have a good night, you guys.
You, Jen.
You too, you
I
too.
love my Jen.
Feel free to drop the link for your stream in chat, yeah?
Oh, sure.
See you soon.
Let me do that, and then I'll head out. I just gotta.
Yeah, we will raid you. We'll raid your ass at your stream you're doing.
Cheers, Jen. Have a good stream.
I will. Thank you very
Bye.
much. And I'm going to hit the click button. That's what I've been.
Yo.
Ah, she
Okay.
actually succeeded.
So there you
I'm
go.
so sorry.
That's
I'm very
where
upset
Jen's
today.
going. If anybody wants to jump ship, if not, I'm sure we'll go there once we're finished here. But I don't know. I don't know how long that's going to be because I don't know how long people want to stick around. But I really do want to get through the content today, so that would be really cool.
Yeah, I will shut up.
What are they hoping to achieve here, Army? It really just seems to be comical.
Yeah, by the way, that is so damn ugly on top of it, right? That's just what a waste of money.
The glasses?
Yeah, he was rolling.
Yes.
He was rolling.
Yeah, the glasses are awful. I actually quite like the t-shirt until I heard the price of it.
With a wardrobe that'll take 10
Yeah,
years
he raped
for
the
the
froggy.
average Cuban to pay for. By the way, Hassan Piker, who brought us his greatest hits, include that America deserved 9/11 and his open support for Hamas and Hezbollah and other terrorist organizations. That's.
Here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. I know all about this motherfucker. Not ever
Yeah,
watching.
we all do. We all do.
Oh, Mr. Brains pork faggots are the best in
Yes, I'm
town.
going
So long in the
to.
pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time.
He is glad and happy and calm for a simple reason. Because he's not in my reach.
Yeah. Yeah. So, little quick check up. How's everybody doing?
I'm angry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can tell. I'm still excited to be here. I'm old, so I'm just excited to still be alive.
Doc, how you doing, man?
Oh, I'm slowly falling asleep. I know what's coming, but it's okay.
Okay. St. Hugo?
Gotta admit, I'm quite tired by now too.
Okay. Well, we'll crack on then and try and get everything over with. Because, I don't want to miss anything.
Hassan Piker, a guy who cosplays the communist, attacks capitalism, makes millions of dollars online and on Twitch. That's who Hassan Piker is. He was partying in Cuba with Code Pink and kneecapped the anti-Semitic group from Ireland that nobody ever heard of until they attacked Jews and the state of Israel. And of course, there was Ilhan Omar's daughter who was there. She attends Barnard, one of the most elite schools in America that costs
Oh yeah, that Omar, she's a fucking crazy one.
$90,000 a year that I'm assuming she got the money from her father, who allegedly was fraudulent in how he got his ill-gotten gains. And by the way, that would have cost the average Cuban 500 years to pay for 1 year of schooling at Barnard. And by the way,
500 years.
Yeah, that's the reality of things. If you think about this world too much, your brain will break. It will shatter, and then you need to collect the shards and try to make a new brain. This happened to me so many times that I don't even know who I am at most times anymore.
to show how far the left has sunk, right, when it comes to them dealing with hard leftism, Hassan Piker was talking about how he is a friend with Ben Rhodes, the rock star of a Democrat who was Obama's deputy national security advisor and national security speechwriter. So yeah, that's the state Democratic Party. They're in Cuba partying with the Cuban regime who's keeping the...
To be fair, that frog t-shirt, I mean, I think it looks nice. I do think it looks nice, but it doesn't look any better than the frog picture that I made for Dramatic Law.
It's a
Yeah, I mean, it is
Get
not
a t-shirt. I mean, all you have to do is go to Primani and get a similar t-shirt. For what? A
This
fiver?
t-shirt is actually like,
I mean, I don't think it's a nasty graphic at all. I think it's a nice graphic. I think it's very well done, but
It's just
a
a
t-shirt with
why
something printed.
why are you going to pay like hundreds of pounds for a t-shirt that you could make yourself?
because of prestige, because of status, because of it is made by a certain person and
But
has
it doesn't make
brand.
any sense.
Yeah, you tell me about it. I was telling this before.
That's like spending
fucking
like
ass must like
£12,000 on a Gibson when you actually know that the Epiphone version is physically and sonically a better guitar.
Yeah.
What
People
I
like
really am
I
pissed
aren't
off
with it.
here
I
is
aren't with
that
it.
they raped the froggy. They took my favorite animal and raped it. You
I,
are
I,
not
I, I don't
fit
want to be
to
mean about
wear
it because the
froggy.
actual picture looks really nice.
This piece of shit is not fit to wear froggy, and those fucking leftists, which they do, are not allowed to dress as froggies, fucking protesting shit that doesn't matter, that actually is propaganda and fucking an attack on fucking truth and reality and fucking freedom. No, no, no. You cannot take my froggy for this, you pieces of shit. I will eat you all alive slowly.
Okay.
The thing
So,
is, reflecting and
how do you
posing.
annoy a Lilith? Ribbit.
Should I use the chat?
Gero.
um, no, basically the psychology is the same with achievement hunting, for example. It's
Yeah.
um, simple. People power through games way beyond the point they enjoy them,
Yeah.
just to show off their trophies or achievements or whatever
Yeah.
it is
We
called,
do.
and act so proud like they actually achieved something.
Right.
But the only thing they have achieved is proving that
That
they
they
are
have
willing to waste
precisely.
their lifetime for a nothing burger.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Here's the funny thing. I'm playing games. At times, some games I play like 1,500 hours plus. Some even 5,000 hours. Here's the funny thing about me. Do you want to know? I played Elder Scrolls Oblivion and I didn't even finish the main story. Why? Because I didn't want the Oblivion gates to close because I like to farm them and just enjoy the battle. Furthermore, um, of all the games I ever played, I have like what, two or three having all of the achievements. Why? Because I'm not an achievement hunter. If it just happens naturally, fine. If not, fine. Because I'm not playing it for that. I'm playing it for escapism, like a normal person.
For me, it depends on the game. If it's a game I like, I'm absolutely gonna be an achievement whore. If it's a game I'm just playing because, fine then. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Um, but yeah, if it's Tomb Raider, then of course I'm gonna be whoring every single achievement.
Oh, okay,
Like
okay. We
just,
all
just
have some weaknesses. I
Yeah,
yes,
understand.
but you love Tomb
exactly.
Raider. You like the time you spent there.
Oh yes, I mean
But
even if it's something that annoys me, in the process, I'm still gonna do it because I like the game, I like the achievement.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
if it's just a normal game that I like, but I'm not fanatic about, then I'm not necessarily gonna go out of my way to do these.
I mean, the only thing that I have close to achievement hunting was when I was playing the Dark Souls games, because of the new games. I wanted to beat the new
Mm.
games as far as
Well,
I
I
can
mean, the,
get.
the, the only reason that I guess that we go for achievements so much on the Tomb Raider show is because we're doing a Tomb Raider show.
Oh, you're doing a good show. I mean, you
Thank
are
you.
a noob. You are a noob. You're getting
I'm not
better,
a
of
noob
course.
at all. I've been playing it since I was a child. I'm just crap.
Yeah. Okay,
Which is
not
fairly
new,
okay,
but
sad.
okay.
just trapped.
I'm sorry, but you play like a noob. Okay, you're not a
Yeah,
noob.
yeah,
You're
yeah. I
just
play
crap.
like a noob because I'm shite.
But
Wow.
here's the funny thing. Sadok knows his shit like in and out, and the honey voice that guides you, to your success. That combination actually kind of works.
Yeah, yeah.
It is very entertaining. And here I am. Not really watching your streams at gaming too much because I don't watch your gaming streams too much. Only always will be there to support people because I'm a gamer myself. I don't watch other people's game. I game myself. Very thanks very much. But
Yeah, that's cool.
it is entertaining. I think the concept works, especially for people that actually do like to watch others play. The combination with the honey voice, you have the cheat code, Sadok is like the GPS that you paid like $15,000 for, because he has the honey voice setting, and it tells you how the game works, because he knows fucking everything about it, and without him you would be lost. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely. Without him, I'd be lost.
But that's nice. That's nice. Because the people that watch it gets this feeling that you are without him helpless, but in combination of you two, you make it work, and you do actually a good job. Then end of the day, it's not that you cannot play. It's just if you would play on your own, it would look very different.
Yeah. Okay, let's carry on a bit.
Cubans in bondage. Well done.
Yeah.
Wait, Cubans in bondage? Was
Wait, what?
was the
What
word?
happened? What happened?
He is a friend with Ben Rhodes, the rock star of a Democrat who was Obama's
context,
deputy
though.
national security advisor and national security speechwriter. So yeah, that's the state Democratic Party. They're in Cuba partying with the Cuban regime who's keeping the Cubans in bondage. Well done.
Yeah. Not standing
Yeah,
with the
no, it makes sense. No, yeah, no, it makes sense.
locals who are crying out for freedom. You know, you can't be doing that because they're there to basically embarrass the US government. Now, before you go, I was interested in your response to this piece that argues Zoran Mamdani's first 100 days in office proved the alarmist wrong.
I don't think so.
The piece says 2 months after Mamdani's inauguration, it appears that at least for now, both the alarmists and the fearful on all sides were wrong. Do you agree with that, Army? The author notes that President Trump has been fairly generous in his praise of Mamdani, and that
What was that?
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Here's the funny thing. And I don't want to be dark, and I don't want to be upsetting anyone. But why is it that a person like Charlie Kirk got assassinated, a person like Donald Trump was tried to assassinate it twice, and a piece of shit like Soren Mandami, why doesn't no one shoot at him? Because no, I was not finished.
I know.
Because
I
the
was just
right
saving
side
the
is
stream. I was
nobody.
just saving the channel from being unalized itself.
I'm sorry. Okay, you should have said this in the first place. I'm sorry, Rhoda. I like to talk about true things. I'm just questioning the simple fact. The right party is the party of violence. So why no one did anything then?
Yeah, I know.
That's the question. I made examples. What happened when the left gets angry, and then the right should be angry at this guy. Where are the bullets? Kind of deal. See, on the other side, people are reasonable and not bloodthirsty. They are not lunatics, and they are not like indoctrinated in some cult. Not all of them, of course. There will be far right people that are fucking nasty, but that is the exception, not the rule. And nowadays everything is called far right in the instant when you're not far left. I mean, they eat each other.
To be fair, it's kind of an exception on the other side as well. It's just that there are more exceptions on that side. It is hashtag not all on both sides, but
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm actually asking this.
Speaking about alarmists being wrong, no, I don't think they're wrong, because New York is running out of people to tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course they will.
Over the people to tax are running out of New York.
Yeah, of course, everyone will. They did that to fucking LA too. Every of the fucking blue fucking states, and especially the blue cities, they will drive everyone that actually has money to just say, yeah, fuck you, I'm going somewhere else. And then they sit on their ass. And it's gonna be a cesspool. It's gonna be the
Okay,
devil's asshole or the devil's armpit or whatever you want to call it. That's what's
it's
gonna
it's
happen.
it's going to be the matted hair around the devil's arsehole.
You know, people have been too harsh and too fearful of his rule.
Do you think I agree with that, Rita? Do you think I do?
I'm going to say no.
Look, other than having
no.
dinner with terrorists and sleeping with a woman who supports terrorism,
Oh, did you hear what Rita said then?
No.
No. Computer says no.
like I've said before, it's time to do that great game that we all love. What does ChatGPT say about this? So I asked ChatGPT because I want to know what were his more controversial appointments to get a sense of what he's done in his first 100 days. And this is what ChatGPT told me, right? There are no.
I found a lot of people have found ChatGPT very, very left-leaning.
I tested it out, very much so. It is a leftist propaganda machine, fucking attacking millions of peoples. It is a
But
shit show.
I admit I
It is a shit
still
show.
do use it because I get some really good art out of it.
Yeah,
Like
of course.
graphics. It's really good at making graphics. Probably better
If
than
I
art.
would not use it, I wouldn't
But
know.
if you're actually looking for information, then Grok could be
Yeah,
better.
you can try it out yourself. I challenged this AI, and I found out it is a leftist propaganda mouthpiece. Like
The one
not exactly
the one
new.
that I make the Tomb Raider thumbnails from is the one that St. Hugo sent me.
Yeah, of course you can use it because it's still an AI and it will do what you tell it to do so. But as you said, if you actually talk about things and if it tests out what it will tell you, it gets scary because it's a 100% fucking mouthpiece for the radical left, meaning that so many people on this planet will fucking be influenced by this, especially children, especially youngins. This fucking AI, this ChatGPT, is actually cancer. Cancer to society, cancer to our future. It is a tool of destruction. I tested
Hey,
it
we've got
out
all the
very
J's.
thoroughly.
Hello, man. Hello, man. How you doing?
Hi, all the Chase.
Oh, Willis
Hey,
streaming
man.
as well. That's why we've got so few viewers.
No, he just
Yeah.
started just a few minutes ago, I think.
I'm guessing he's streaming Crimson Desert again.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
sure that's what he's. I'm sure
I would
that's what
imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get to the content and close up. I'm very tired.
Documented controversial staffing picks that have become public issues. This is what he told me. So I'm going to read you a very quick list of who he's chosen his staff. Razmi Qasim is chief counsel, whose entire law clinic, by the way, is based on supporting terrorism.
Who's that behind him?
Did you know? Did you know that if you punch really hard, with your fingers front, it's called a spear cut. You can actually pierce far enough into a throat to make lethal damage.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
Of course, in Minecraft. I mean, you punch the trees, you get the wood, you build the cabin.
Yeah.
And you make a spear
That's what's
punch
going on here. We're giving
make some
Okay.
Muslims go. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting angry just looking at his fucking face.
That's understandable.
Sia Weaver, the director and mayor's office to protect tenants, who said home ownership is a tool of white supremacy.
What?
Again. When the piece of shit Muslim fucking throw a fucking nail bomb that did not go off, fucking whatever you want to thank for it. Yeah,
Home
he was
ownership.
saying he was saying at his press conference, the first thing he said in the first sentence was white supremacy. And he
Home
does it again.
ownership is a tool of white supremacy.
What a fucking bollocks, motherfucking fucking what is he? A twat waffle? Give me the best Bill
I
Gates
can't get
word.
my head around that.
What is
Mr.
the
Brains,
best?
faggots are the best in town. Sizzling in the pan and never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time.
I can't get my head around that. Let's well,
Let's
I'm
introduce
gonna
the
have to hear that
faggot king.
again.
His first 100 days. And this is what ChatGPT told me,
In
right?
the meantime,
There are no
sorry, I'm gonna have to
documented
go.
controversies.
I'm gonna
Oh,
have
you
to
off?
go because yeah.
Okay, do you want to say
Ah,
goodbye
we
to
need to
everybody?
pull through. Come on,
Yeah,
Shardock. I can do it. You can do it.
thanks everyone, and thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. Do we have anything tomorrow? I don't know, cause I might be
Tomorrow
going
will be
out.
Wanker of the Week on Will's show. If there's time, we'll try and squeeze in a gaming stream after.
Cause I'm going out tomorrow. So
Well, in that case, we won't.
okay. Well,
So it'll be Wanker of the
there's
Week on
always
Will's show, and
there's
then we'll
always
be back here for Shitegeist on Friday when we will have Slay Every Game and the Weeping Hero as our guests.
The Weeping Hero too? Oh my god, that is awesome. Oh, that is all awesome. I'm looking so forward to this.
right. So I'll fuck off now. Night, everyone.
All right. Thanks for coming, man. Thanks for coming. You take care.
The honey voice needs to sleep, so it stays very much honeyed.
Indeed. So,
Controversial staffing picks that have become public issues. This is what he told me. So I'm going to read you a very quick list of who he's chosen as staff. Razmir Qasim is chief counsel, whose entire law clinic, by the way, is based on supporting terrorists. Sia Weaver, the director and mayor's office to protect tenants, who said home ownership is a tool of white supremacy.
there we have it. He really said that. Home ownership is a tool of white supremacy.
Yeah, and what is the opposite? What does it actually means? What do you think it actually means? What he says? Besides just shitting on white people and making them a target for open to killing.
Let's remember the BLM their own man that they brought with stolen money.
Okay.
They didn't feel it was donated to them, but under false pretenses. But yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's more accurate.
But, well, no, I think what you said is probably more accurate, but the technical,
okay,
the
more
technical
specific,
explanation is a little different.
I cannot help myself. The only thing that I hear is Marxism, communism, and white people bad. We need to kill them, take their shit, because they build shit that we cannot build. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
That's what is
Alex
ringing in
Vitale,
my
the
ears.
public safety advisor who called for banning the police, and Catherine Almonte de Costa.
Banning the police.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Yeah, of course, you know that would happen when this piece of shit was elected into New York. You know.
How is this morality allowed to happen?
Because
I'm getting to the end of my ability to understand.
no, I actually do understand because I see the chain of it because it's going along and I'm watching very closely. And the simple fact is that men don't have no balls no more because normally there would be rivers of blood, but now people are scared to be called an Islamophobe and shit like this. See, it is a very well trimmed axis of attacks. As I said many times before, the Western world, and especially Caucasian people, who funny enough, for some funny reason, built the Western world, are under attack from every single angle possible. And that's just the web of it all. You cannot just say one sentence and say that's the reason, because it is so much connected. It is so much a long plan, and
Yeah.
now it is like a noose around
Okay.
your neck that
Well, I mean,
closes.
some men do still have balls. I mean, for example, I've made this show calling this shit out, and R2, St. Hugo, and Sardoc have all elected to come on and call it out with us. So some men still have balls.
Yeah, of course. I was not talking that no one have the balls,
No,
but
I know, I know
that's
you are.
their goal. That's
I
their
was just
goal.
pointing that out.
That's their goal. That men with balls will die out. They don't
I
want
believe.
warriors. They don't want anyone to stand up no more. Because that's the reality of things. I mean, I am in my own fucking country, and I needed to fight my own battles because the strong men are hard to find, and you need to admit this too.
Mm.
You need to admit this too. Most of the men are just rather like, I don't want to deal with this, instead of we need to deal with this. While the other fucking side, which are actually fucking retards and fucking rejects, they have no issue going full out fucking violence and warfare. And the white people are sitting there like, no, we need to talk about this before we do something. I mean, that's a man. That's a man.
Yeah. Those are the people that we've elected to lead us, apparently.
No, be honest for once. Seriously, people needs to be honest for once. They pussified the West. That is another attack angle. That's all. Also, this all alphabetic spaghetti.
No, not
That is
completely.
for
The
against
people.
procreation
The,
shit.
it's the people that, like I said, it's the people that we've elected to lead us are doing all the pussyfooting. A lot of the
Yeah.
members of a lot of the actual population are really pissed off with this stuff, and that's why you end up with like whole new political parties being invented in the UK
It's,
in the
it's,
last
it's also why we end up with
6
people
months.
like
Just the
Flagman
UK.
going around
But
the UK putting up
And again, it's
British,
another
English,
angle.
Scottish, and Welsh and Northern Irish.
Why would you
Yeah,
throw that shit in the same pot? They are different angles. It's like you think that our enemies are cooking our demise in one pot. No, they have like 20 or 23 pots they are cooking in, and they are all boiling over. And when they do, we're fucked. Okay,
Did you say
just
mice?
fucking realize this. Just fucking realize reality. Why can I
You know.
see it?
But you're right, Hugo. It's not just in the UK. It's I know it's there's a lot
Yeah,
of
I
That's
know
movement
that
across
shit
the
before the
entirety
UK
of
got
Europe.
bad.
Okay, yep.
yeah, that's something that is quite annoying every time, even
Mm.
within our circles. But coming from those in the States, oh, why don't you fight back? Yeah,
Mhm.
we do fight back. It just takes time. What do you
Yeah.
think?
Yeah,
We pick
it
up
just doesn't get
pitchforks and
reported on
torches
the
and
news.
Yeah.
You know,
um,
if you want to see us fighting back, watch X. Don't watch
No,
the
no,
fucking national news.
I want to hear what Hugo has to say.
yeah, it's just this condescending, basically looking down, partially even smug. Well, from some, of course, but
Yeah.
Not
not
all.
not all. And some of those I even give some leeway because it's just the way they are. Although they can think beyond that point, like Leon,
Mm.
with Paradise Leon, for example, which I
Yeah, I
actually
know.
do enjoy watching very much. And thank you.
Actually, he is. But I heard we can talk in private about it. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah, it's just this always this American point of view. Why are you not fighting back?
Mhm.
And on the same time, you think just because you have that one amendment that you're safe in any way?
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I need to interject. At one point, the Americans have something. It is called the Second Amendment. They are armed. The population is armed. And here's the funny thing. not Austria, not the UK, not France, not Germany, not the Norwegians, not Sweden or Spain is allowed to fucking carry arms and buy them in bulk and have ammunition to protect themselves.
Not in bulk,
We
but
are, we are,
owning weapons isn't illegal and you can keep them at home.
no,
Legally.
you need to have a fucking license. And when you
Yeah,
have the
you need a
license,
license, that
it
is
is
true,
registered
but
and
that's
they will.
something different than it's illegal.
No, of course it's not illegal. Of course you can get a gun. I mean, I have a shotgun fucking sitting right there in the corner. It's my delete button. Because in Austria you can buy a shotgun when you reach the age of 18, and the only thing you need to do is give your fucking credentials. You don't even have a fucking Waffenschein. None. But if you want a Waffenschein, if you want real ammo, if you want real shit, the Americans do it right. We do it wrong, and especially in the UK.
Of
I
course, it
mean,
is an additional layer of security that they are armed. That
they
is
want
not up for
the ones the
debate. But
population being weak,
what
not
I meant
being
with the
protected.
amendment they are referring to is not the right to carry a gun, but the freedom of speech one.
Yeah,
Um,
I know that you said that one, but the funny thing is, I think that the second one is the more important one. I mean, free speech. Yeah. Um,
Problem is, guns don't won't help you if you sit on your ass and think, yeah, all is fine and dandy.
yeah. Of course
It's
not.
not.
That's the main issue. That's the main
You have to
issue.
get moving too. I'm reading up on actual laws worldwide, as far as time permits, to keep up
Okay.
with all that crap. And it's not enough to scroll through X. It's even, you can get the just a feel for what the current topic is. But please, I advocate that in every direction, go to the actual sources, read through the boring stuff.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing. I do have much
Absolutely.
time, I do my research actually very well before I
I'm
actually
glad to
make
hear that.
my.
The more people
Uh,
do that, the better.
yeah, I think here's the funny thing about knowledge. You grow up and then you are taught by your parents, and after that you will be taught by school. Here's the funny thing. I couldn't help myself.
Let me just interject something. Just something slightly different. Just 1 minute. Real life fake wizard has passed 100,000 subs.
Oh, that's
Congratulations to
nice
him.
for him. He's
The work alone he is
he
doing on
rose
fake
very fast.
portal is great.
He's a smart cookie. I really do like him. He does a good job. I kind of lost my train of thought now, though.
Okay, let's carry on with the content then.
Director of
Yeah, which
appointments.
is
Her job
sad
is actually be
because I had
directing of
something
all
to
the
say that
appointments,
is
and she
important, but
said,
I forgot
"Money
it.
hungry Jew." So Tsipi, whatever his name
Yep.
is, I think he's
I
lived
got
up to
you.
his billing thus far.
I thought I was going to get that response from you, and you did not disappoint. Army Horowitz, thank you so much for your time.
Always a pleasure.
Well, it seems even Californians have caught up on how unbearable Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are.
This is going to be funny.
A new report has revealed the couple's neighbours in Montecito have had enough. One source told Page Six they are avoiding them. No one wants to be seen with them. It's just a growing awareness that they're takers with zero self-awareness. Everyone is exhausted by them. Joining me now is writer and comedian Michael Loftus. Michael, what took them so long? This was clear to most of us a while back.
Yeah, I don't know where are these kids going to land. They got nowhere to go. They started in Vancouver and then people found out where we were living, we had to leave. Then they were in the UK, they got kicked out of there, they had to move another place in UK. Now in Montecito, it's like they're turning into weird modern day gypsies.
Parkies, seriously.
You know who I would compare those two to? Idubbbz and that crazy
Anissa?
Yes.
Anissa. Oh boy. Yeah, kinda.
They are like the higher tier version of them. If you
I think that they just they're trying to still give off this impression of being, part of the royal family or whatever, and they're just not. They're just not.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
exactly. They're just not.
they're,
And the
I
funny
don't.
thing is, it's all Anissa's. Oh, sorry, Megan's fault.
Well, Harry's not blameless, but yeah,
No. He's just a cock, just like
yes,
Idubbbz is a cock.
yes.
Weak man. Uh
bet he is not far away from getting pegged.
huh. Oh,
Too.
they
Oh,
both got pegged.
is that
They
a real
both
name?
got
Is
pegged. They will not admit it, but they were
is
pegged really
a,
hard.
a real name is Pagan Markle? Wow. Okay. Good.
And he will be known as Dirty Terry.
Dirty.
Another fucking fire one. Well done, Hugo.
Okay, let's go.
Where Meghan Markle should just have a crystal ball. Oh, I'm going to do a TV show and no one's going to like it and we're going to have to move. Maybe that's their secret plan. Maybe Harry owns a lot of stock in a moving company and he's just trying to keep everybody employed.
I don't know where they're going to end up next because they've gone to a few countries, perhaps Australia, because the last time they were here they got a wonderful reception. I don't think that will happen again. I think we were one of the first to figure them out. Now, radio host Howard Stern has made cryptic comments regarding his former friendship with Carolyn Bessette Kennedy. Speaking on his show, he said, I knew the real Carolyn Bessette. We had many conversations, more than casual conversations. She was very lovely. She was a really nice woman. I don't want to go into how I knew her, but I knew her. And he also said, I know enough to keep my mouth shut about that. Some stuff you do have to keep private. Now, Carolyn Bessette Kennedy has become a figure of fascination at the moment because of the popularity of the hit TV show Love Story. And that show...
I have never seen this.
Yeah.
Does anyone know what this is?
No, we're into just celebrity gossip now. This is not Lefties losing it anymore. This is just this is like
okay. There is something worth going into though.
Or some sort of a attraction there. Lloyd Radovinsky, I probably mispronounced that.
Oh, the OnlyFans guy.
Billionaire owner of OnlyFans, the founder, Leonid Radovinsky, I probably mispronounced that, but doesn't matter. He died earlier this week after a private battle with cancer. He was just 43 years of age. The Ukrainian-born entrepreneur was largely out of the public eye despite running one of the most controversial websites online, OnlyFans, a subscription-based adult content platform. It's a porn site, that's what it is. Now, I'm interested in...
Actually, it is not.
Don't hold back, Rita.
It's really not. It was intended for regular artists to present their tiered creations, and it just developed into it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, well, of course you would cash in his case.
Yes, it's the ultimate the ultimate embodiment of sex sells. We could have these people doing their, their slam poetry on the site, but then here's some bird that's going to get her jugs out. Yay! Okay, then all the money goes there. So,
No. I give you the reality of things.
Okay.
No woman with the right mind wants that one inside her. Look at it. No, I don't want that.
I mean,
Scary.
we're not gonna celebrate a person dying. but I think we can all agree that OnlyFans was a bad thing.
It's kind of a blight.
OnlyFans is a blight on morality. I mean,
It's
here's
kind of
the
a
funny thing.
yeah.
Having sex and being sexy, it is fine. You can be kinky as all you want, and of course, I do enjoy some amateur porn be shared. But here's the funny thing about all of it is it is actually should be private. It is something you do with your loved one, and no one should care. If you are a bit exhibitionist, yeah, you make a video, and if you are fucking actually stupid, yeah, you will upload it. But OnlyFans, selling your body online makes you a fucking whore. Okay?
Yeah, honestly,
Your
OnlyFans
take on this,
didn't
Michael,
cause
because Matt
this.
Walsh
The
has
platform is completely
absolutely slammed
interchangeable.
Radovinsky. He said that the man dedicated his life to peddling smut and poison. Now he's dead, and his
I
only
had
legacy
heard.
on this earth is filth. What a waste of existence. We all must die. Let us be inspired to make much better use of our time here.
We all will die. So what? What the
Again,
fuck sentence was that?
OnlyFans is not the problem, but those who choose a career on there and those who make it a career by paying up.
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
go. Honestly, I
The
don't have a
responsible
problem.
of
For,
the
honestly,
participating individuals and nothing else. It could
yeah,
be eBay for all that I care.
yes.
It's
Honestly, I don't have much of a problem with the chap himself. You know, he just he made a product and sold it, and people used it in the way that was most profitable to them, or you know, most.
the funny thing is, this is
No,
exactly
no,
what
I
most
was talking
startups are
about.
hoping for, that they get a lucky break, blow up, because none of these platforms are exactly profitable, not by
Right.
their actual monetization methods.
Yeah.
Um, and you can basically look at every social media platform that is still in use, was previously used. All of that, those came most of the time from one or two guys, maybe four, and at some point they were taken over, and that was what they hoped for.
Yes.
I
Hush,
need to
Michael,
tell you
but
something.
is it accurate?
It's very accurate, but so dark. I don't want Matt Walsh to give the toast at my anniversary party. That guy's gonna go really dark. But it is a great point. Like this guy had all the money in the world, but everybody ultimately wants, more time. And say what you will, like with OnlyFans, the split there is like OnlyFans would take 20% and the creators would make 80%. So that was pretty generous. That's as good as an offer as you're going to get from any pimp on the street. And there's a
Can I ask you
girl on there,
something?
Sophie Rain, who made $43 million last year. So I'd like to announce the
Wow.
start of my OnlyFans right now.
Are you selling feet pics? Are you just going to exclusively sell feet pics? Apparently, that's what men do on that side. I am proud to say I have never even looked at it, not even for research purposes. But the amounts you're talking
Mere
about, these girls, mainly girls, are making more than the biggest Hollywood superstar from, well, it's from porn. It's from showing
That's wrong.
themselves
And that's wrong again.
nude
It's
or.
a handful that make the money. And
I
most
would
make
rather
only a
die.
few bucks, barely enough to fill one box for the
Yeah,
fridge.
the ugly ones, of course. And there will only be um, in the real world, only like what 1%ers are really high, and then there will be another what 10-15% that make decent. The same is of course with OnlyFans. But here's the funny thing. Um, if I did one, I actually would kind of cash in, I think, but I would rather die than doing that. What the
Yeah.
fuck is wrong with you to do that in the first
Nude
place?
doing things with other nude people. Now, before you
Yeah.
go, this is a very curious little clip we're about to play. Pop star Miley Cyrus
I'm not
has mocked
joking.
Call Her Daddy.
I said I'm not joking. I'm
I
really
know.
disgusted at people that do that. Also, I have a question. How the fuck is it possible that I smoked 20 cigarettes since this fucking stream started?
The trick
You
is not
probably
to count
don't
them.
want to do that.
Yeah,
You
and,
probably
and
don't
here,
want to do
here's the
that.
funny thing. I'm rolling them myself, and I'm rolling them like long, like a joint, meaning it is even worse. How did that happen? I was asking myself,
Well, it's been a
where my
very
filters
stressful
go?
stream. We've had all the Iran stuff. It's been a really dark stream. Yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry about acting out. I'm so
Anyway, here we
sorry.
go.
A
I got
podcast
very.
host, Alex Cooper, labeling her creepy. This is what she had to say when speaking at the 20th anniversary of Hannah Montana.
And Alex
Oh
being a
no,
super
not that
fan,
again.
kind of creepy. She's also my neighbor, which is also creepy. She got money and then she moved next door to me. Yeah. There was no other host. I was like, just walked next. Yeah, it was weird. And she's like, oh my God, you live here? She interviewed me at my house like 5 years ago, so you knew damn well where I live.
You knew damn well where I live. That's what she said. I wonder what's.
I couldn't even understand what you said.
Yeah,
No,
I was
didn't hear
lost.
it either.
I was lost in translation either. Here's the funny thing. I understand English very well, but that was just blah, 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 blah. I didn't understand shit.
Behind Miley Cyrus deciding to humiliate Alex Cooper like this.
Yeah,
I
I guess
know.
these two girls, it's a little bit of a cat fight going on right there.
No,
I
it
was
is
in terms of
way
the
more
stuff
cute
we were
than
interested in. What I will
think-
do is just flick us back over to another couple of Tonys before we go, and then we'll call an end to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we'd sort of slip back over into celebrity gossip again there at the end.
Indeed.
It's celebrity gossip heavy.
Yeah.
Sign, may I? Anyways, running multiple locations, we produce LED channel letters for chain stores and bulk orders. Factory pricing, worldwide
No
shipping.
one pizza. Oh, come on. No one's pizza.
Anyways, here's how to tell if your sign is cheap. If the vinyl has less than 1 year's warranty and with obvious color difference, or the lights on and off, which is not good.
How much money? I checked the whole thing.
Dude, oh my God, you gotta touch What's up, homie? It's Tony. This is a backlit sign.
He went back to the classic. Awesome.
And the surface painted with different color. If you need to buy a sign, go for a company that has design capability.
Shoulder lift challenge.
Anyways, if quality matters to you, LC Sign has you covered. Factory pricing, professional production, made by LC Sign. 15 years of LED sign experience.
What I love about being a dog is that I get to just play.
What the fuck?
What?
No.
Oh no.
Never
What I
mind.
love about being a dog
It's
is
fine.
that I get to just play around and.
It's fine. This is what they're like nowadays. Don't worry about it.
Experience.
What I love about being a dog is that I
Yeah,
get to
enough.
just play around and
Why do you play
be
the
praised
loop?
and be taken
I'm
care
gonna
of.
fucking find you and hit you.
Anyways, if you want a customized LED sign with factory price, come to LC Sign.
I can't get over that dog one.
Yeah, just old yellow.
Anyways, whether you purchase one or multiple items, you can come to
That will
LC
be
Sign.
shotgun.
We have professional sales representatives to serve you.
Ooh. That's a nice sign. Holy shit.
Anyways, LC Sign has inspection standards and methods for supplier-provided raw materials and parts, including appearance, overall lighting functionality, wire length, color consistency, power supply, and installation accessories. This is a push-through light box with a raceway design with face-lit trim cap signs combination. We offer 3 years warranty and 5 to 7 days worldwide shipping, no MOQ. For professional franchise signs, come to LC Sign.
And there we go.
You know, if nothing else, at least I'm learning a lot about neon signs.
I know, right? Oh, dear me.
This was at times a very challenging stream. I always like to hang out with you guys, of course. I love you guys, but I actually lost my shit. I needed to mute myself for a
No,
bit.
it's okay. I know you're going through some shit. It's fine, darling.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope I didn't make any issues. I mean, I
No,
always
no, you're fine.
it's
Don't
okay.
worry, nothing happened.
Right, let's have a little outro from St. Hugo.
Bye.
Legendary.
R2.
I,
Good,
ju-
legendary.
I just admire the German efficiency, man. It's so good. I was R2, phew, I don't know what to say now. I've already said too much. Thanks for having me, and hopefully we'll see you again. Same bat channel, same bat
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, I might be going a little bit earlier on Fridays so that we don't clash with Toasty.
There you go. Okay, same bat
But
channel.
yes,
every other thing.
certainly next Wednesday will be the same time.
Okay.
Lilith, any final words?
Well,
Cool. Oh, that sounded cold, didn't it?
A
yeah.
little bit
That is not
Yeah.
how I meant it. That is not how I meant
My
it.
final word is I think when I die, my final word will be like yeah.
So,
But
like
for
most of the others, then.
yeah, no, no, for real, for real. I will be, of course, with Rosa on Wednesdays and Fridays. Sadly enough, I cannot upload any more songs on the Rumble, but it's still up. There's still songs there. Rumble can fucking kiss my ass, and it should kiss anyone's ass because they ask for fucking phone numbers now, like pieces of shit they are. Be aware of this shit. It's coming for everything and everyone.
Mhm.
And yeah, I hate this world. So yeah, it's all good. We're all gonna die. So it's be over soon.
Well, at least you're here to cheer us all up.
Yeah, I'm good at that one. Aren't I? I'm really good at cheering people
Okay,
up.
and from me, obviously you can catch me on Will's show on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Noisy shows Mondays and Thursdays, and here on our own show on Wednesdays and Fridays. And me and Sardoc will try to squeeze in a gaming stream here and there where we can. I think we're mainly concentrating on Tomb Raider at the moment. I want to say thank you everyone for coming. Everyone who's watched, everyone who's commented, everyone who's lurked, and especially everyone who's been on the panel. Thank you guys. We could not do this shit without you. I think maybe although it wasn't our most numerically popular episode, I think it was really really good. I'm really quite happy with what we've done today. If you come back here on Friday, you'll see many of the same people. Hopefully, if they want to show up, though, no one's under any pressure, but hopefully. And also, we will have Slay Every Game and The Weeping Hero as our special guests. And apparently some other guests that we've had on quite recently are interested in coming back on quite soon, so that's really good. At least we're not in a position where we're scrambling around trying to find people, so that's really quite gratifying. So thank you everyone for coming. I guess I'm the only one with a camera on, so there's no point in me saying everybody wave. So I will just switch to a song for the outro. What shall I? I'll go with the collaboration with J Viper. Thanks very much for coming, everyone. Everyone say goodbye.
Cheers, Eris.
I know you can't
Goodbye.
wave. You can say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Good to see you, Patriot. Don't forget to subscribe to JI.
Lipstick on a union bed, nylon dreams in a tangled thread. You said don't mix pleasure with pride, but baby, I like a little fight on the side. Turn the volume up, taste the static, velvet skin and something dramatic. The way you move unapologetic, oh, it's almost cinematic. Raise the colors, love, let 'em bleed. Show your flag, show what you need. We're dirty, divine, and out of line. Kissing to the rhythm of a new design. Colors, don't behave. Flash that faith you secretly crave. Well, the world might frown, but I don't care. I love you loud with your banners in the air. Cherry bombs and chewing gum tongues. We dance like sinners, forever young. You said it's just a symbol, babe, but I feel holy when I'm wrapped in your waves. Neon nights on Union Street, our pulses, the drum, our flags, the beat. It's not politics, it's pheromones, a dirty and for sacred raise the colors, love, make it shine from the bedroom floor to the borderline. We're sleek, we're sly, we're built to tease, draped in love and enemies. The colors, high and proud, turn it up, don't turn it down. This is lust, this is power, now's the time. Raise the colors. Raise the colors. Raise the colors.
This woman is wanted for anti-patriotism. If you have any information, contact authorities. I hope you enjoyed my video, but don't forget to subscribe to JI. Good to see you, Patriot. Don't
She moves like static on a Sunday screen, with lips like splinters in a morphine dream. Her heels click, echoes down the council halls, where beauty's drowning in the shopping malls. She said, love is just a faded Polaroid, torn at the edges, tactically destroyed. We kiss beneath the railway's iron side, a couple of ghosts too proud to die. Oh, velvet on the pavement, bleeding rain and wine. The city wears her makeup, but the cracks still shine. And we were young, yeah, we were wide and wild. Two crash scene kids, the gunner's favorite child. She danced where the tower blocks scraped the sky, wore last night's bruises like alibis, with perfume stolen from department floors, and dreams like needles through revolving doors. We burned through the twilight, red and raw, We found our heaven in electric glare. Yo, spilled ink on the page like blood on the sheets. Every verse a bruise where the fantasy meets reality's kiss with a blade in her glove. She said this isn't heartbreak, it's the absence of love. I danced with a shadow in sodium light, biting her smile like a parasite. She vanished in verses I never could rhyme, left me stuck in a pocket of dead end time. I lit my regrets like a cigarette's end, blew smoke through the holes I mistook for friends. No fairy tale, no crown, no queen, just a voice in the static somewhere in between. And in the silence after last night's scream, I saw her vanish like a silver dream. The trains kept howling through the station there, but all I found was lipstick on the stair. The city wears her makeup, but the cracks still shine. We were young, yeah, we were wild and wild. Two crashing kids, the gutter's favorite child. Velvet on the pavement, love in disrepair. Her ghost still lingers in the midnight air. Oh, Mr. Brains pork faggots, they're the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fine. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time. With a hint of spice, they comfort food supreme. Mashed with spuds and gravy, it's a foodie's dream. From the heart of Britain, tradition in each bite. Mr. Brains pork faggots make your evening right. Yo, check it, Mr. Brains pork faggots, we setting the scene. Plate stacked high, it's the king of cuisine. Sizzle in the skillet, got that savory glow. Juicy bone flavor, make your taste buds flow. From the block to the table, it's a straight up delight. Mashed with the spuds, yo, we eating tonight. Spice hitting hard, got that old school vibe. British soul food, keep the whole crew live. Ain't no fake, this the real deal vibe. Faggots on the menu, make the evening ignite. Gravy dripping smooth, it's a flavor attack. Mr. Brains in the game, and we ain't holding back. Yeah, get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Oh, Mr. Brains pork faggots, they're the best in town. Sizzling in the pan, they never let you down. Juicy, savory, packed with flavor, oh so fun. Grab a plate of faggots, it's dinner time. Yeah, get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Get them faggots, let's eat. Mr. Brains, no defeat.